So, weekend time, guys. Weekend time. Thankfully. Okay. No. Let's see. Let me just check the other platforms, just to be on the safe side, before we get started. They're gonna load or something? Okay. Seems to be doing well. So, in that case, let's get started. Hello, guys. How you doing? Weekend. Hell yeah. Weekend. I, for some reason, was longing for the weekend way more this week than last week. Uh, so I am very, very happy and relieved that it's finally time. I don't know, how was your week today? And, well, today was actually pretty chill. Today was actually very chill at work. But the rest of the week, it was kinda pretty damn exhausting. But it's done. It's done, and we can now enjoy some Bing chilling. And I've hopefully have a lot of fun. But yeah, let's see. Uh, um, Today I just want to do some relaxing. Joe Mama, hello there. It's the real Joe Mama. Damn. Hello there. Hi. Yeah. What I wanted to say today, I just want to do some relaxing, some Bing chilling. Maybe watch some videos. I literally just got home from the gym. It's 2:21 p.m. here in Germany, and I got home at like 2:01 or 2:02, and immediately just booted up my PC. I haven't even eaten anything properly today, but whatever. I can do that after the stream. Yeah, just want to do some relaxing, some chilling, and tomorrow I want to play Lords of the Fallen 2. I've never played the game up until now. I bought it in the winter sale, winter or New Year's Eve sale, whatever you want to call it on Steam. And yeah, I definitely want to give that a shot. Talking about gym, need to hit some weight as well. Been missing out gym a lot. Honestly, ever since October, I've slacked off with the gym. Unfortunately, quite a bit. Like in October, I got sick and had to take off like an entire week and a half. Then in November, I got sick again and had to repeat the same thing. And then, yeah, December I probably could have done more, which is probably why I gained some weight, because over Christmas and New Year's Eve you just eat like a pig, at least I do, every single goddamn year. And normally I preemptively hit the gym to minimize the damage, but this year it was not so much minimized, which is why I'm now catching up. But yeah, also not as often and thoroughly as I would like to, or as I did at one point in time. But yeah, I just need to force myself to go more often, I guess. What the fuck? Here's the question. Is one before one was one, or was one before one was one? Huh? Bruh, what the... Huh? That's a trick question, bro. I have no idea what to say to that. I don't know, bro. Is there even a proper answer for that question? Let's... Oh, bro, there's another one. If orange is made out of orange and orange is orange, but orange is not orange, so is orange orange? Yes. There you go. That's your answer. So, let me look through my playlist of videos to watch. How? Well, the orange is a fruit, and it also has the color orange, so it is both oranges at the same time. I don't see why it wouldn't be orange. Is that r/software gore? Oh no. That thumbnail is fine. Okay, that... Okay, let's watch that. Because orange was orange before the rising king of orange. What? 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 Nice. Bro, you're giving me a headache, bro. Okay, I think I found the one I want to watch first. This has been sitting for quite a while. Let's see. His cousin Orange was there too to witness. He's called Orange and his cousin is also Orange. What?
Owner thought that it would be...
Oh! My ears. Why is that so loud? Let's see, where... No, that is not the OBS window that I wanted. I don't know, is the smaller frame better? The full one. Maybe the full one. Probably, let's go with that one. Okay. Is gay joke allowed here? Not like, not offensive, just normal joke. Yeah, sure. Go for it, bro. I'm not gonna get offended over that. Like, when I look at other streamers' rules, especially in chat, they have like 4 fucking Bible verses in there, like the 5 books of Moses, what you can and cannot say, but I think if you just keep it relatively civil, like, if a gay guy sleep for 12 hours, did he sleep 12 hours straight or 12-hour gay? Probably both. Probably both at the same time. Wait, that line is wild. Owner thought that it would be smart to hide their water-resistant phone in a pond for 1.5 years. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I can already see how fucking absurd this is gonna be. Okay. So let's prepare the recording for YouTube and then we can get started. Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today we're watching MK. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I think this is the very first time on this channel, at least. I'm very certain I've seen him multiple times, but I think this is first time on the channel. This is r/software gore. I think I have an idea what to expect. But anyway, the thumbnail was pretty wild, so I thought, yeah, okay, let's give that a shot. 3 months ago, I think it has been sitting in my playlist for that same amount of time, but now we're getting to it. As always, a link to his channel is down in the description. Make sure you subscribe and so you support him. So let's see. Oh, we have even 4K on this video. Damn. Okay, let's get started.
Owner thought that it would be smart to hide their water-resistant phone in a pond for 1.5 years. Oh,
That's not...
man.
That's not funny, bro. That is just sad. That is just sad.
Yeah, it wasn't so smart after all, was it? There's all
that is an interesting experiment, but...
Oh, man, what made you think this was a grand idea, that you saw resistant?
I should try it. You know what? You do that, and then after 1.5 years, you report back to us how your phone is gonna look. And if it's a Nokia, if the battery still works.
Unity is giving me the exception. Uh-oh. You're saying that in all
what?
caps. Is there like one exception above all others? The exception. Oh.
The exception. Number 1. Unity.exe application error. The exception.
God.
I didn't know there was that specific one.
What do I do? How do I progress? Customer bought in an XP era tower. Oh, brought in an XP era tower. I see. Asked me to get his wedding photos out of it. This is not what I thought he meant. Oh my god.
What? Oh, wait. Those are... Oh! Wait, those are the old... I don't even know if that's the correct expression in English. But the fucking DR, the film stuff. What? How did that get there? Because I don't see a proper, like, hole big enough for them to just kind of, I don't know, fall in or something like that. And why can't you get it yourself?
Oh, you mean literally? You mean that there's film in there? Not okay. Question. Why? I can.
Not
I'm
why,
sorry,
but
it's just-
how.
I don't think I've ever been met with such a confusing, with such a conundrum.
Bro, right next to the
What's
speaker as
going
well.
on?
What?
How the fuck do you even mess this up? Select your identity: male, female. I don't know, man. I love being presented with choice. It's my favorite thing.
I love having question marks in my gender identity, bro.
Which school do these bots go to? Botmail/register. Help us keep spam out. Please solve the puzzle below to verify you're human.
Alright guys, what is the result? What is the actual answer? Let's see. 4 times 8, right? That would be 32. Plus 4 should be 36. Unless I am completely lost.
4 plus 4 times 8 equals 36. Wrong answer.
What?
2 attempts remaining. 64. Bot mail. Fast and private email bot.
Wait, it did 4 plus 4 times 8, no?
Verified. You're officially on board. Your chats are now your inbox. Hey, thank you for solving our extra hard problem. These bots don't
What?
know PEMDAS.
I make my own mask, bro.
We're failing in this country. If we want AI to take over, we gotta start teaching them PEMDAS. They're not gonna know
You will
what
learn
to
the
do,
English I
man.
tell you
I
to.
love the CAPTCHA attempt to the scribble all over the math problem. Oh, look, a Jesus cable. Whoa. Wait, hold on. What am I looking at?
That is a LAN cable going into your socket. That is a fire in the making, bro.
Okay,
What?
So it's starting at the very end. We're starting at the... Wait. Wait, what does this plug into? Hold on. Bro, I'm seeing people call this thing an ether killer? What the hell is this? So I'm on the r/networking subreddit because I was trying to figure out what this is, and I'm reading some nefarious things about this. If
What?
a nefarious individual had an ether killer and plugged it into an Ethernet drop, how much damage would be done to the network? Whatever switch it's connected to would
An
be toast.
ether killer?
How far would the damage spread beyond that? Is there any protection from this
What?
scenario? What the hell is this? So I guess
This is some abomination, bro.
To get rid of like shitty equipment that works just enough to like avoid being replaced.
What?
I've never heard of this like once in my life.
Yeah,
2
me
lightning
neither.
symbols while charging. That must mean it's double the speed, right? 1 is not as good as 2, so if we're doing some simple mental maths, this must mean double the charge. Am I right, dear boy? What the hell happened? Oh, I think that's called
What?
sharing. And you know what that means? It's caring. Isn't that nice? It's a bit
Bruh,
chilly here
it's
today.
multiplying.
Negative.
I had that exact same thing. I had that exact same fucking bug at work when I was looking up the weather. On the temperature, it's like, oh, minus 273. I'm like, I mean, it was pretty cold this morning, but probably not on that level, right? Rain starting in about 1 hour. If you're at almost minus 300 degrees Celsius, I don't think that's gonna be rain. That's gonna be falling down. Something else.
And it's about to start raining. Oh, you're in for some fucking ice cubes. That's
Yep.
what you get for living in Iceland. You know why they call it that? It's not because of its warmth.
But why is it that temperature? If it's
Sorry,
bugged or something.
That was a stupid joke. Oh no, that's where I live. People from city capitalized ignore the signs, and this is what they. But I live in $ left bracket city capitalized.
City capitalized.
Sign. Oh, that's where I live. What signs did we ignore? You gotta tell me. I gotta read all about it. I am this close. You're this close to finishing. You're this close to finishing.
That's what I meant when I said the thumbnail as well. That is the thumbnail. Hey, Google Play services are cheering you on to finish. Bro.
Yeah, I know. Ever since I downloaded the Google Edge reminder, oh, yes, I understand I'm this close. That's the whole point. Jeez Louise. Can never get anything done around here without being told by new AI services. Google Play Edge AI.
No, stop it.
CPU delayed gone wrong. Oh no. Hey, oh.
Wait, aren't the AMD EPYC CPUs the fucking no, I think the Threadribbers are the one for servers, but what the EPYCs I think maybe as well. Why, brother? Anthony, hey there. Hey buddy. Why would you even wanna... Nah. A CPU of that size is probably gonna be very expensive. I would not fuck around with that.
Oh. Look at the inside.
But technically that's not software gore, that's hardware gore.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
This looks like it was an expensive ass.
A very, very easy to follow rule with PC hardware is if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. If you don't know what you're doing and how to do it, please don't. If you want it to be done, but you don't know how to do it yourself, get someone to do it for you. Like, please.
Mistake too. I don't know much about, so I'm not the tech guy. I don't know a lot about tech. But what I do know is that these AMD EPYC CPUs, these are not cheap. Just judging by the photo and Googling the EPYC 9124, this was like a $1,000 CPU. So deep.
And these are the cheaper server CPUs from AMD. The more expensive ones are like 5+K.
This was goofball behavior to me. The like risk reward ratio.
Yep. Perfect. Risk reward. That's exactly what I wanted to say. 'Cause like, if it works, good. Maybe better temperatures, maybe some gains here and there. But if it fails, like it did here, potentially the entire CPU dead.
Feels like crazy not worth it. You're risking losing a $1,000 piece for like a couple degrees differential. You know what I mean? Wow. I can't imagine. I hope this thing was broken before he delitted it, because this is such an expensive oopsie. All the comments are flaming this guy for it. What I don't understand is, from what I've read, this is like a server CPU, and those don't run hot. At least they shouldn't run hot, right? So what was the point of delitting this anyway, to like require delitting? I can't imagine.
Curiosity, maybe? I don't know.
If there's even a performance benefit. This was just a goofball thing to do. Got a ticket today. Windows can't find drive. It was screwed in without the support piece.
What? Oi. That thing has an arch like a Latina mommy. What the fuck, bro? Oi. Again, what I said. If you don't know what you're doing, stop.
That is bending. Ooh. I do think M.2 drives are very funny. I don't know if I have anything...
Bro, literally, the hard drive got gamer posture after you finished with it. Like, what the f...
I got a pre-built because I have big-ass hands, and I don't want to be fiddling around inside a computer case and playing...
Honestly, building your own PC is much cheaper. So if you are capable of doing it, I would recommend that. But buying pre-built is the safe choice. And it's way less annoying. Like, when I built my PC, everything worked, but I had almost everything plugged in, and I tried turning on the PC. Nothing. 2,000 euros PC, maybe even more. Doesn't boot up. What the fuck? Why aren't you booting up? Reconnected the cables, used different cables. Nah. Isn't turning on. Why isn't it turning on? Well, turns out the fucking power switch of the case wasn't connected yet. Everything else was connected, just this one little piece wasn't there. And after connecting it, everything worked perfectly. Have had a single problem with this PC in like 3+ months. But the roller coaster ride of emotions, having like built your 2,000+ buck PC and it not turning on and you don't know why. Yeah.
Expensive Lego. Something's gonna break, and then I'm gonna be sad. So, yeah, I get these built for me. I command people to do it. I point and I go, "Build my machine," and then they do it. PC recovered an Excel file from 400 years ago. Document recovery. Excel has recovered the following files. Save the ones you wish to keep. 101
1601. Oh.
And if you're going, well, you know, Damien, what
some fucking medieval schmutt in there.
In 1601. Well, what if, you know, it was for the East India Company. They were founded in 1601. They were just keeping track of all their stuff from visiting the Spice Islands. You know, in preparing for that joke, I had to look up significant things that happened in 1601. And other than church authorities burning Hebrew books in Rome and Robert Devereux being executed for treason against the Crown of England, not a lot happened that year. But document the dodo that year. Select your country. Italy, 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 Italy. Pull up the meme of the two astronauts. And the first one's going, "It's all Italy?" And then the second one has a gun and it's saying, "Lo è sempre stato."
What?
Hit send on that one. Instead of converting to a JPEG, it just saved the image depth information. Took a photo of a cup in portrait mode.
What?
And used a program on Windows to convert the HEIC file to a JPEG. But instead, it just extracted the depth information as an image. Actually, pretty cool, but not what I wanted.
What?
Holy shit, what? Holy fuck, that's awesome.
Huh?
So cool, but I have no idea how this even happens.
What?
Or how it could happen, you know what I mean? I guess it's ownerless now. iPad locked.
What the hell, bro? I'm guessing Henry the 8th is keeping a list of all his wives and church nobles he didn't like. It's like the hidden diaries and the forbidden medieval USB stick.
The location of this iPad can be seen by its owner. No. What do you even do in a situation like this? What's the course to get the iPad back? Because I read the post. They reset their iPad and were greeted by this. So what in this situation? What do you do? I was looking into it and I think.
Wait, after reset, that's okay. That is problematic.
I think they just jailbroke the thing. I think that was.
Yeah.
I mean, it works, right? The jailbreaking is a solution, but that's what they did to access the iPad.
Wild.
They just jailbroke it and used like checkbrain or something. Mario swung his hammer too hard. Oh! Oh no! Yeah, I mean, you got them nicely, but you hit it so hard that you made the DS have to reboot, dude. Gotta watch where you swing, Mario. You're interrupting the player.
He's pretty damn powerful if he can just shut down your DS.
Unbelievable. Story time. How I remotely melted a laptop. What? Oh boy, here we go.
What?
Above is not an image of the event, or even an image of the laptop model this occurred on.
Okay.
But I thought it would work well as a visual aid for what this could have looked like. I never actually got to see it. A few years ago, I had a bit of a problem with the hundreds of machines I managed with some RMM software. To those unaware, basically a type of remote control software that's more focused on automation rather than literally remotely using a computer. It's very effective for management of a large number of devices. They weren't patching as I had set them to. My boss was breathing down my neck about it, but really it was never my fault at all. People were shutting down their machines and or closing their laptop lids when they left work. If a machine doesn't have WOL and the machine is off or in sleep mode, then the RMM software can't wake the machine for patching at night. I explained this to my boss, and we didn't have much of an option other than tell the users not to turn their computers off. But guess what? The users turned their machines off or closed laptop lids anyways after being told. We told them again, but they kept on doing it again. At this point, I had had enough and decided to rage fix the problem with PowerShell. I got a testing laptop and developed a script that made a new Windows power plan and set that as current. Then I modified that power plan to do nothing when the laptop lid got closed and changed the power button function to turning the screen off.
Remotely, like that somehow softens the blow of melting a laptop. I think the fact that this was done remotely is even more impressive, bro.
If people were turning off their computers manually, then hitting the power button and seeing the screen turn off would indicate to the less tech-savvy people that they successfully powered the machine down. Of course, a laptop user would think they put the machine to sleep mode as normal by shutting the lid. I tested the script on a few machines in the field, and it looked like it was doing exactly what I wanted it to do. So I thought, great, now I can push this out to a whole bunch of machines.
What?
I sent that script out to more machines. It worked really well. Too well, in fact. What I wasn't prepared for was being asked a couple days later if I had messed with power settings on machines. It turns out that the knuckleheads making laptops these days really want to impress those people who love thin laptops by removing vents and fans. Oh my god. By removing the vents and having the fans vent through the keyboard instead. Dumb.
What?
I didn't know this at the time, so I thought,
Oh
the
no.
machines can't go to sleep now. What could go wrong? I was asked about the script because while a laptop had its lid closed, if the computer was running normally, the entire keyboard melted. Since the fans vent through the keyboard and the laptop was running hot, I didn't know where to go. Quite frankly, I feel a bit misled by a frankly very poor design. And I thought the whole ordeal was
How does one melt remotely, by the way, other than this explanation, bro? I wasn't even aware that that is a possibility.
Word of caution to the IT admins out there. Don't do what I did, unless you want to end up with a pissed user and a laptop that's now no longer covered by warranty. I don't think that was your problem, man.
What
It's
the...
not your fault that they're designing laptops. Oh, we want to make the thinnest laptop ever. And now it's
Revo,
just
hi.
design experience. Yeah, and they're not listening. They're not doing what you need to do to like, make the RMM work.
Heard it all, bro.
This feels like it was going to be an unavoidable situation. But I've been getting, you must have been thinking of Meave, like a caveman. Meave been getting. That's what it's supposed to be. I understand. Grammar no work good for you. We help with grammar. Yeah, you're using Grug OS? Yeah. If there's anything you don't want software, Gore, it's in a banking app. Money sent into the void, I guess. Oh no.
Your payment of £30 to Null has been sent. What? The video's quiet. Really, on the stream, let me pull it up a little louder.
I mean, I guess you have to see if the person you were meaning to send money to received the money, right? That would be the reasonable conclusion to make. This thing seems like it could be solved pretty quickly. Like, it could be way worse, right? Boyfriend never used a desktop PC before and mistakenly thought that my monitor was touchscreen.
No, no. No, please.
What?
Oh my god, bro.
How much force did he put into it? Are you dating an ape? Are you dating?
Bro, she's dating a caveman. How much force? And it's all in, I'm assuming, Russian, bro. She's gonna chew him out. Russian chicks can be scary.
King Kong? How much force did he put into that? Why are you dating a caveman?
See? I literally said that.
I like to think that, you know...
Hey! On the upside, you now got a new monitor from him. I hope so.
Like he touched it regularly and it wasn't working. He's like, what the fuck? Why isn't this?
Well, you have the Russian flag up here multiple times. I'm assuming this is Russian.
And so he just punched it. He's just. Oh man, dude, no, absolutely zero technology skills presented here. Because he had to have punched it, right? There's no way he didn't. That's the logical.
I'm assuming he touched it too hard here, and that's what resulted in that. But bro, even if you think that is a touchscreen, like,
Conclusion.
how much
Is Visual
force?
Studio Code trying to insult me? You is null. Oh, really? Is that okay? Well, fuck you, buddy. I'm
Okay.
Not null, you're null, whack ass. You suck. Yes, this is indeed my PC. Oh,
Your PC.
Crash, you said your PC. Oh.
Bro, I haven't upgraded to Windows 11 because I think it's ass, but because I have to use it on my work PC, and nah, I'd rather avoid that. I'm still on Windows 10, but I don't think I have ever used a PC operating system that has given me more issues than Windows 10 ever. Like, I think over the years of using Windows 10, I think I had to reinstall my operating system like 3 or 4 times. Because sometimes Windows was just like, nah. And stuff like that, like where the PC breaks so fucking hard that it cannot even display the entire blue screen message. I had that before as well. Like, I literally lost files that I needed for school because I had to, like, fucking reinstall my OS. Because of Windows fucking 10. I had a problem with an old Netflix service taking my money, which was fixed, but having 30 of any currency sent to null is very concerning. That is... Windows 11 sucks, but I remember Windows 95, 85, ME 7, and 8, so I've seen stuff. Hello, by the way. Hello, Megan. I think the oldest I've ever used was Windows 2000, I think. Then XP on my dad's PC, then... Bro, who the hell actually actively really used Windows Vista for a long time? Like, that was so ass. And then Windows 7 the GOAT, and then Windows 8 was like, nah.
Oh, there's so much wrong with it, doesn't even know where to begin. You got a smorgasbord of issues. Never let your younger
Windows 11 is terrible. Okay, so it's not just me.
brother use your computer for Roblox. I don't even need to scroll to the next image.
Oh no.
To know that he installed a virus.
That is not a virus, bro. I think the boyfriend from earlier and his little brother, they could be good buddies.
Oh no, it's worse. It's worse.
Never in my life was I so triggered or raged by a game that I considered destroying my hardware like that. And even if I was, I would not do it to someone else's PC, bro. Windows 10 is my first operating system. Well, it's probably not the worst, but I do miss the Windows 7 days. A virus, the entire screen is missing. Yeah, that's what I think a virus would be best case scenario on that point. What happened to the frame? That is a good question. I guess he just took it with himself or some... And also what is that on the screen? Did he just take a pen or a screwdriver? What the...
Enraged. He was playing grow a garden or steal a brain rot. Lost his mind, dude.
I'm trying to look at the keys. Okay, now. I thought for a second that might be a MacBook, but nope, there are the Windows keys, no. Because if that happened on a MacBook, that would be even worse.
I have younger cousins who play that shit constantly, and you'd be surprised. The amount of vitriol that these kids throw at each other over games where they're just taking, like, Italian brain rot characters from each other is bizarre. Like, they're like, you stole my...
Roblox is live.
Ew.
Ew.
You have to die. You're gonna die tonight. Like, they take this shit seriously, man. They're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on Robux to be the best at these stupid little games. They're like,
I wouldn't mind that if they use their own money, but they obviously don't have the money, so it's mom and daddy's credit card, you know?
How much Roblox is taken as a cut? I'm sure they're getting their dividends in. But man, if you're a Roblox dev making a video game on there, and you got just the right amount of microtransactions for, dude, you gotta be making some crazy money. I don't know how ethical it all is.
Probably not very much, but yeah, you could probably make a good sum of money with that.
This kid was tearing the brakes off of it. He was pissed.
What the? I had a friend dump a 64-ounce cup of Coke on my laptop once. I nearly made him look like that Bro, I would turn him into a fucking delayed abortion. What the Now look, my PC sitting under my desk. That's my new baby. If someone, after spending $2,000 on that PC, if someone did that to my PC, I would probably get my car and drive over them. And back and forth. Like, what the nah. I like that you put friend in quotation marks, because that person is a nah. Wow.
Just keeps going. More and more photos. What the hell? He threw this thing down the stairs. He got, what the fuck?
Wait, there's more?
Thing, man? Average day in Serbia. Ah, yes. Let's see. What do we got there on the screen? We got stop target. Plymouth was that such root service stop target something systems stopped your cut something hook. Stop UDEV cold plug all devices created stop. What is that? Vola something.
That's the perfect vibe to go grocery shopping with, bro.
Virtual console started cleaning, updating down something. It's all, dude. It's just the switch root's just trying to start, but guess what? It failed. All right, you gotta see a dot service thing.
Entering emergency mode. That is not good.
As well. And now we're entering emergency mode. Enjoy your produce. Enjoy your produce while we're in emergency mode. I hope you enjoy. Is my SSD about to take over the world? Unable to stop drive. This file cannot be stopped.
Somewhere in Serbia it's in English.
You downloaded the evil game. And now my elaborate 65-part plan is now in motion. Ah, yes. My OS telling me that it'll close itself. Microsoft Windows operating system has stopped working.
What? I have never seen that before in my life. What? I've seen or witnessed even a situation where Task Manager itself doesn't do jack shit. But that?
A problem caused the program to stop working correctly. Windows will close the program and notify you if a solution is available.
Okay, so Windows is gonna close Windows because Windows stopped working. What happens if you click on close program right now? Is the PC just gonna restart? What?
Really? So Windows is going to close itself and then tell me if there's a solution to fix itself? It'll do all that for me? And oh, you shouldn't have. Ah, yes. An item being so large you cannot move it into the trash. SSStick.io_1743973314475.mp4 couldn't be moved to .trash because there isn't enough space. Have you emptied your trash recently? Is there a trash folder on downloads? Let me check. I see what you have open. You have the file, the downloads thing open. I think that's just called files on Apple, right? Yeah. Let me see. Is there a trash?
I wouldn't know, bro.
I don't know. I'm about to find out. I've never had this issue, so I guess I'm just like a little confused.
How big is that file supposed to be?
I can delete things fine, and I don't see any trash folder. Yeah, I think you're just.
I've seen before that on Windows, if you're trying to delete a file that is super big, sometimes it cannot be temporarily stored in the recycling bin because it's too big. Maybe that is the same thing here.
Man, I think you gotta clear some space for your trash folder. My friend tried to upgrade to Windows 11. Tried. Don't ask me what happened.
What is that tried supposed to mean? How it is enough space for trash? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I think I've seen that before myself once, if I remember correctly. Where there was like a really big file on my PC, like I think 30 plus gigabytes, and deleting it had to be deleted directly, I think, and could not go into the recycling bin because it was too big or something, if I remember correctly. But that was years ago. I don't.
But it was so bad that after shutting down the power and rebooting, it still had issue, and it was mostly drive related. Oh,
nice. That is my preferred operating system of choice. As iPhone files has a trash folder, it's under the name recently deleted. Okay, good to know.
Oh.
Bro. That's not to that extent, but like, when Windows 10 stopped working for me in the past, you booted it up again, and just blue screen of death, and no matter how many times you rebooted it, it didn't work. Or at one time, how Elden Ring killed my graphics card. The previous one. It was very, very old and couldn't handle Elden Ring, so I did what every broke gamer did. I overclocked the ever-living fuck out of that thing. I literally water-cooled my graphics card and overclocked it by like 30% or something. And it worked. I could play Elden Ring at like 764p or something like that. And then I beat one boss, and Windows was like, okay, now do an update. Okay. Restarted the PC, graphics card was dead. 2021 or 2022, that was exactly during the time where graphics cards were so expensive. And I cried a little bit. Not just a little bit. I cried a lot.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, something's trying to start up. I think maybe a demon's being summoned. I get my Wi-Fi sucks ass, but seriously? Oh my god.
Upload minus 50 megabytes per second. That is gonna be a cool stream right there, bro. Must be lagging for graphics card. But my graphics card could not handle Elden Ring back in the day. And I overclocked it so much that it just passed away. Download 6 megabits per second. Okay, that is pretty sad, but whatever. Now upload, we have minus 50. I don't know how that is possible. Like, how is negative upload? So what? You cannot upload anything to the internet takes something from you, or how does that?
A 6.07 megabit download and a negative 50 megabit upload.
That must be
at least your ping's okay.
A record.
84 is not all that bad. all things considered, you made out like a bandit on ping. Windows 11 being in 2 languages at once. Oh, yeah, look, you know.
What?
Windows 11 is the software of the people. That's why we're shutting down every Windows 10 device. We don't need them anymore. It's obsolete. All right? I don't care if you can't update to Windows 11. If you have a Windows 10 device, it's not keeping up with the times. You want to restart, shut down, sleep, or Zarolus? All right? Take your pick. All right, because we going multilingual in this mofo. And if you don't like it, you can get out. I really can't believe Windows is doing that, though. Windows is like shuttering or sunsetting the services on Windows 10, forcing everybody to get up to Windows 11. I feel like that's going to blow up in their faces hardcore style, especially with all the issues Windows 11 has. I can't imagine.
Yeah, the issues that still exist. Oh, boy. Wow, that was good. To be fair, not all of it was only software gore. We also had some hardware gore there, but damn. Sarolas, what does that even mean? Assuming that it has the lock symbol, I'm assuming like locking the screen. But I don't know what language that is. Anyway, okay, good one. So, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Like I said in the description down below, make sure you subscribe to him. And leave your requests down in the comments or join the Discord and let me know there. And I hope we'll see each other in the next video. Until then, take care and have a great day. Bye. So, I'm gonna take a tiny toilet break and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, so let's see. Let me look for the playlist. What else can we watch? Maybe ones that have been sitting in those playlists for a long time. Doo-doo-doo. I think I found one. One sec. Doo-doo-doo. There it is. That has been sitting on that videos to watch playlist for quite a while. Okay. Let's see. Let's prepare the recording and then we can get started. Let me just drink a sip before we start. All right. Let's get started. Yo guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So we are back with Vars. This has been sitting Also, very long in my videos to watch playlist. It's very much at the top. One of the top videos. So, yeah. 5 months ago was uploaded 5 months ago. Honestly, it might have been sitting there for a similar amount of time. Kids being stupid. I think we don't need to go more into detail. I think that is enough said. Link is down in the comment in the description. Make sure you subscribe to our boy Vars. Let's look at dumbass kids.
I love kids. Life is too short. Don't be afraid to commit arson. I let my 1-year-old daughter play with my phone, and she ordered 1 onion on Deliveroo. Just 1. Guys, you know.
What? Morrison's large mild brown onion. A singular onion for £1.50. Small order fee. £13.50. Deliver. Wait. There is so much wrong here. 1 onion for £1.50. That is already wild. It says large onion, but still pretty wild. Then we have an order fee of almost £14, which is insane. Then we have a delivery fee. Apparently, those are 2 separate fees. And we have a service fee for fuck knows who. So a total of £20 for 1 large onion. Large, mild brown onion. Bruh. That has got to be the most expensive onion on the planet. What?
With my phone, and she ordered 1 onion on Deliveroo. Just 1. Guys, you don't know how angry I am. Oh,
when I see stuff like that, 20 quid for a single onion, yeah. That has got to be the most expensive onion in history. Like, what the hell? Whenever I see stuff like that, bro, I'm a car guy. I love my car. Bro. I mean, it's only a Polo. But still, bro, I would lose it. I would lose it.
My 3-year-old daughter stuck this in my nose while I was sleeping. You're lucky it didn't go further up in your nose. Wow. My friend wrote the cat a letter from summer camp. Dear Willow, meow 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 meow.
My friend's son wrote the cat.
Put a corn dog in the microwave for 26 minutes.
Honestly, be happy. That is the only thing that happened. A burnt corn dog or hot dog is a little bit better than a burned down house. Wow.
I can't fix his cracker. Oh, this is an important life lesson. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how awesome my niece is at hiding? Where is she? I made a custom shirt by taping a piece of paper to a normal shirt. I didn't know what to put, so I just wrote my shirt. I didn't know that was an orange shirt, so it just wrote my I thought my shirt tasted weird, so I checked the security camera and saw my son peed in it. My 4-year-old brother said so I checked the security.
I thought my... Oh no! Oh, my coffee.
Camera and saw my son peed in it.
And you posted that online and confessed that to everyone in the world? Because? I hope this is made up, because I don't know, if I ever were in a situation like that, my first thought would not be, you know what? I have to let everyone on the internet know about that. No, I would take that shit to the grave. I would beat the shit out of my son. Probably multiple times. But I would take that shit to the grave. why people feel the need to post such embarrassing stories is beyond
My
me.
4-year-old brother said he was scared to grow up and cried for like 10 minutes. I asked him why he was so scared, and he said he was scared of drinking coffee. It's because everyone
Me too, bro.
Coffee.
Me
No
too.
one has energy.
I mean, with the previous video, we saw that drinking coffee can have its downsides.
Perfect advertisement doesn't exist. My
Fucking Durex. Oh
boy
boy.
who runs at the sight of vegetables, but also loves his peanut butter and spinach sandwiches. I'd rather have vegetables than
What?
spinach like this. Ugh. We wouldn't let him
What?
swim in the sea. He can't swim, and it's 6 degrees. I wouldn't let him touch a
Bro.
washed up jellyfish. What was the dumbest way you almost
We did. I remember years ago,
I wouldn't let him
many years ago, probably close to 20 years now, when my family with relatives, we went on vacation in Denmark, and there were so many washed up jellyfish, and they weren't, you know, poisonous or whatever. They were just whatever. And bro, we might have been a little bit of messed up individuals thinking on it back now, but I would just literally pick them up and kick them away like a fucking soccer ball or something. Now that I think about it, it's a little weird, but it was just hilarious, you know? Just kicking the dead as jellyfish around. And sometimes they even fell apart if you kicked them hard enough. Bro, the 2000s were funny.
touch a washed up jellyfish. What was the dumbest way you almost died? As a kid, I swallowed about 15 pennies because I was acting like
Oh
a
my
piggy
fucking
bank,
god,
you know?
bro.
It's such a kid thing to do. That's perfect. You're a funny kid.
How did you
Couldn't
swallow
remember
them?
The word tomorrow.
With
So she
water
called
or
it
something?
Next today. So that's the word now. When I was younger,
Next
I used to
today.
make a mess on purpose and not clean it because I thought janitors got paid on how much they cleaned. Wouldn't let her
What?
eat the bath bomb. My son asked my wife if he could sleep in bed with her. She cleaned.
To be fair, that those what are they called? Jawbreakers or something like that. Those sweet balls. They do kinda look similar. Maybe she mistook it for something like that. I don't know. That face is hilarious, by the way. That is like meme material.
Eat the bath bomb. My son asked my wife if he could sleep in bed with her. She said, no, sleep in your own bed. He said, then why does dad always go to sleep in your bed? I'm not sure my kids understand that I'm not actually one of them. Nobody declines a call faster than a 3-year-old watching YouTube. Sometimes I pause the game to let the runner catch a breath, my 8-year-old cousin. When my niece was little,
What?
she burst out crying at school during a drug talk because her dad sells drugs. He's a pharmacist.
Okay, that ended very wholesome. If that last sentence wouldn't be there.
I'm in a group chat with a mail carrier and he shared this letter. Sad Diego. You can rob my house, South England. Teacher said, draw your best friend's face. So he drew on her face. This is a very stupid kid. Don't say your address in comments of YouTube. Don't
No,
tell me
no,
your address.
no,
What
no.
is this again? Please tell me. I think you need to do that thing a couple more times and I'll tell you.
500
They
US
tried
dollars,
lemons in
what?
my 2.5-year-old's class and I'm dying. What did the lemon taste like? Good, yellow. Taste my yellow. Sour yellow. Yellow. Sour. Blue. Yellow. Good. Tim Nora? What? Just watched a
Huh?
child call Spider-Man the Fortnite guy. I just lost the word.
Oh my
to know if
fucking
it's
god,
Spider-Man
no.
Fortnite guy. Sean
The
said
for-
the word
Bro.
green. Absolute mayhem. Doesn't touch a single base and passed his teammate at the second. Mum just told me that when one of my sisters saw a chicken for the first time, aged 18 months, she laughed so hard she vomited. I accidentally
What?
flushed the toilet instead of letting my kid do it, which in the toddler community is a crime punishable by death.
Oh my
Although
god,
this time,
bro.
You've been out most of the day. We are just home and you were up at 3 this morning, so no chance. You're going to bed and you're going to sleep. You can maybe see them tomorrow. Just stop, babe. It's bedtime. Please, Mum. Come on, give the kid whatever she
What?
wants. She's crying.
What's the
I
context
babysat a
here?
2-year-old once who called her dad Daddy and her mum Pancake. In 4th grade, I went on a 2-week vacation
Bro, what?
and missed school, and my best friend told everyone at school that I moved to Russia. Everyone believed it. In 5th grade, I went on vacation again, and he told everyone that I died. They believed it again.
Oh my fuck.
The kid to potty training our
You
daughter
sure they
in
didn't hate
Spider-Man
you?
underwear.
What?
It took her picking out her own Spider-Man underwear to completely potty train herself. She won't have an accident. She can't go potty on Spider-Man. I can't believe that's all it took.
Damn.
My son, 4 years old, who has grown up watching us talk to Siri and Alexa, thinks you can talk to anything that has a screen or
Oh,
is plugged
no.
into the wall. This morning she told the toaster to order him a new Lego set.
Oh no. Oh no. Honestly, that's on you. That's not the child's fault. That is on you.
Took our kids to a restaurant for the first time in over a year. As my 6-year-old crouched in her chair, eating a burger patty like a feral child, my 4-year-old tried to remove her pants and painted her face with ketchup. It
What
occurred to
the-
me that maybe we weren't ready to re-enter society.
Bro. Kids are so random and unpredictable. Holy shit. Like my older sister, she is like a kindergarten teacher. Bro, the stories she's sharing, I'm just like sitting at the table while she's sharing these stories, and I'm just like, bruh. Maybe working in an office is actually not that bad at all. Maybe compared to that, working in an office is actually a dream job.
Kid at the park just told me it's her birthday. I asked how old she is, and she said 5.5. I wished her a happy birthday, but I crossed my fingers when I did it. What's 33?
5.5? What?
Math. The answer is actually infinite. Yes, that's an answer. My 11-year-old said she wrote it backwards, so the airplanes can read it from the air. Oh, she's being considerate. One time when I
What?
was 6, my mum caught me trying to eat pure sugar out of the container, so she's...
I did that. I did that as a child. And more than once. More than once. There's literally a video, a fucking ancient video that my parents took of me, where I would just eat pure sugar out of the container with a spoon. And whenever they tried to take it away from me, I would just go fucking ballistic. I would just scream and ugly cry like a little bitch. Yeah, I did that. I was a bit of an asshole child, honestly. Like, pure sugar goes hard. Especially as a child, a hyperactive child, bro, pure sugar, nice. Like, I was kinda, at least in some of the videos we have left from my younger days, I was kinda the type of child that I absolutely despise myself. It is kinda hilarious.
said, "Would you like to have something even sweeter?" And of course, little naive 6-year-old me said yes. Yes, I would. So she said, "Smell it first and then decide." Then handed me a bottle of straight vanilla extract, and of course it smelled like the tears of Jesus. So I said, "Yes, give me." And she let me take a huge swig, and this is why I have trust issues.
Wait, you took a swig of pure vanilla extract. Oh my god. Okay, that is wild.
7-year-old asked to interview me about the craft of storytelling, and after each
Okay.
of my answers, she said, "Correct," and passively wrote 2 letters at random on a note card. One time she drew a frog instead. My daughter told my teacher that I love murder, but forgot to include the TV show's part, so our next meeting should be...
Oh
My 4-year-old thinks he's
no.
a ninja, so my wife took a before picture and showed him. He thinks he's completely invisible in front of our black appliance. This is
Okay, that is kind of funny though. Sugar as a child definitely smacked differently than as an adult. Yeah. Bro, or the sugar cubes that you often put in your coffee or something. Oh. I like vanilla essence, but I do not drink it out of the bottle. Never did the thought occur to me to drink that. But I am kind of curious what it would taste like. But I think not only would it taste badly, I think it would also be like fucking agony. I'm kind of curious what it would taste like, but I don't want to experience it.
currently in toy timeout. Evelyn was swinging it like a warhammer. My 3-year-old asked what my favorite animal is, and when I said penguin, she yelled, "No, it isn't!" Then she yelled at me until I agreed that my favorite animal was a bat, and I don't
What?
like bats. Or 3-year-olds. Attempting to communicate with my 12-year-old. "Do you want pizza for dinner?" Likely to mean switching off as soon as we're home.
Wait, your 12-year-old already has a phone and you're texting your 12-year-old. What? What is that? It would taste like vanilla, but worse. Yeah. Probably way worse. Is that normal for 12-year-olds to have phones to text their parents already? What? I guess for some people, like again, story time, again, kindergarten episode. My younger sister did like a work place. What is the English word, bro? She worked there for a couple weeks or a couple months in a kindergarten as sort of a school requirement project, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, she worked there, and there was like a child. I think it had the fourth birthday. I got my phone when I was 13. Yeah, me too. But you know, I got a fucking old ass Sony Ericsson that didn't have a SIM card, not an iPhone or something. Anyway, school project. I don't know how to explain it. Like it was, she worked at a kindergarten or daycare or whatever it is, where the older children, like 4 to 6-year-old. I think is that daycare. Bro, I'm lost. I don't know how to explain that. Anyway, she worked there for some time, as a way to get like work experience or something like that. Anyway, one of the kids, I think it was the 4th birthday or 5th birthday. I think the 5th or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter that much. Associate teacher. Now it was something different, but I don't even know how you would explain that in over to English or American standards. Anyway, I think the child had his 5th birthday or something, and she asked like, "Oh, that's cool. What did you get for your birthday?" "Oh, I have my present with you. I can show you." "Oh, that's cool. Show me your present." A brand new fucking iPhone. At 5 years old. Bro, when she told me that story, I was like, "You're joking." A 5-year-old, and he literally had TikTok installed on that phone. He literally showed my sister, "Oh, look, I have TikTok on my phone." Bro. Duon09, good morning, afternoon, evening, y'all. Hey there. I thought she was... Bro. Gifting your 5-year-old for his birthday a brand new iPhone with TikTok pre-installed. Bro, just say you hate your child. That is insane. I get it. Raising children is difficult and it's a big responsibility. But that's exactly why you need to do better. That was
Costco
so wild when
or
I heard
Aldi?
that.
So Costco then. Aldi? They said Costco, they thumbs up. When there's a thumbs up, you don't change the yes. A yes is a yes. Lions can hunt and kill their
Fair.
own food by the time they're 3 months old. My 3-year-old couldn't find her lunchbox and it was in her other hand.
Yeah.
Apparently we're at the top of the food chain.
Or like the children of giraffes. Pretty much after they're born, they're expected to be able to walk and shit. And human children, they're like useless until a couple years old or something. 5-year-olds shouldn't have an iPhone unless it has child protection settings on, but no one knows how to parent anymore, so it's not surprising. But bro, that's like this. I say this line like a fucking NPC so many times when I'm talking to people about this topic. You should only have children if you're capable of properly raising them. And not because, it's societal standards and that's what people, I guess, do. They have children or something like that. No. Only have children if you know how to properly raise them. Humans are stupid, especially children. Yeah, but children have an excuse for why they're stupid. If you're in the mid-40s, you're still a fucking moron. Maybe you should grow up a little.
I've been wearing a hat and wondered to myself, where the hell is my hat? It does not change when you get older. Some things just don't change. Bought a Costco sheet cake because I figured we could use some cheer around here. Toddler completely freaked out,
Okay.
demanding to know whose birthday it was. I explained you can just buy a cake when you want if you're
Oh
a
no.
grown-up.
Oh no.
Back and forth. Eventually agreed it's my birthday. Can I put my balls in your jaws? It's a meme people sing at school. What does it mean? What does can I put my balls in? Dude, go to bed. In
Bruh.
the best yet things my
Bruh.
nephews have done, the 7-year-old ordered a burger today. today and was asked if he wanted it medium. Could you please make it very large? He asked. Told
Aw.
that the choice was between medium or well done. He asked if the chef could do the best he could. This game is
Aw.
for noobs and boomers. If you play this now, I will call the police now and right now. Draws picture.
What?
Spills juice on picture. Crumples picture. Drops picture on floor. Walks on top of picture. Kicks picture across.
I guess no one is capable of properly raising children, but at least when they get older, they'll find methods of kicking cell phone addiction better than their parents could. I don't think there's an ideal parent or something like that. I think it's also kind of a role you have to grow into, sure, but let's say, for example, age-wise, is it particularly smart to have a child once you're like 18 years old, like right out of school? Probably not, right? There's a lot of factors that come into raising children, and financially as well, for example. But yeah, if you want to have children, absolutely do it. But if you're just doing it because other people are also having children, or because it's a society standard, and that's kind of what you do, don't. Because no child deserves to grow up with parents that don't really give a shit about them.
Room, finds picture in garbage. Why would you throw this away, Mom? I missed the episode of Blue Clues where Steve left for college when I was a kid. When I saw an episode without him, I asked my brother what happened, and he said he got trampled by horses in the last.
Oh, that is that.
There's no way for me to Google it at the time. 4-year-old.
That.
I wrote a story in my book. What's it about? I don't know, I can't read. Preschool problems. Stealing my parents' credit card for V-Bucks. I mean, this is stonks, right? Stealing
What?
credit card
Is there
for
a second
V-Bucks.
video?
Not only does he get his parents' money, he gets 300k on YouTube. Please note, only one Barney died in the making of this upgrade kit. What could
What the
possibly
hell?
go wrong? I think
That
we've
brother
seen
is
what's
evil.
went wrong.
Absolutely,
TV
bro.
is falling. Just told my son they popping fireworks for my birthday, and he believed me. He said, "They really love you, Daddy." Kids are so good. I made homemade broccoli cheddar soup for dinner and kind of filtered out the
Homemade
big chunks of
broccoli
veggies for my
cheddar
2-year-old
soup?
so he wouldn't be
What?
turned off. He immediately started crying and refused to eat it. After 15 minutes of tears, we learned he wanted the big chunks like you guys. Toddlers. My old
Oh,
neighbors
boy.
apparently thought it would be a good idea to let their 3-year-old name their dog. The dog was named Dump Truck. Their 3-year-old daughter. We watched the president
Based.
today at school. You did? Do you know the president's name? Lady Gaga. Yep. Once when I was
Ah,
9,
okay.
I went to a Mexican restaurant and there was a hole in my tortilla. For some reason, the most logical thing for me to do was just cry. Now my entire family bullies me relentlessly every time they see a tortilla. 6-year-old me was so
What?
stupid. Once my mom told me to watch out for my bouncy ball or I might get lost in the fields. What did I do? I stared my mom dead in the eye and threw it into the fields on purpose. No, you should be scared of bouncy balls because they can hit you
what?
in your eye and give you a migraine. It was a delayed migraine too. The kids are eating leftover ribs my dad dropped off. Why do ribs have bones? Me? Because they're ribs. Shows on their body where the ribs are. A few minutes pass. Mum, do animals have ribs too?
Oh,
Yes,
no.
that's what you're
Oh,
eating
no.
now. Ribs from a pig. These aren't humans. Wait, the kid thought he was
Wait,
Sister
what?
Says she's smarter than anyone. So ask a question and my
At least dump truck is a better name for a pet than calling your cat Fatso. Wait. I'd say that's debatable. I think they're both pretty bad.
6-year-old genius sister will answer. What is the quadratic equation? Math. Tell her I'm sorry for not trusting her. Me. Spends time picking out stuffed animals I think my daughter will love and get attached to. My daughter. Sleeps with and carries around a lemon. Space is so big. Space is about 50 suns. Can I keep going? If you ask again with correct spelling. Can I keep going? Try again. Can I continue on? Even better than keep. They said having a kid is expensive. No one told me the idiot will literally piss on a MacBook. Just found out that my son has been telling people I got laid instead of laid off. So there's that. Yeah, just to keep
Damn, he's a
bringing
wingman.
horse into your room. It's very
What?
cute letting my toddler snuggle up next to me on the couch and play with his cards while I send him emails. Until he throws a chuck on my keyboard and I've just sent a blank email to an editor with the subject line, Submission, RDIKL. Damn, I was the stupidest
Okay,
kid. I put
when they were talking about froze a truck, I was certain they were gonna throw the truck at the screen. That ending is honestly very very mild. Why that kid has a horse, bro? Why it came up with the idea to bring it
The
inside,
idea
and
of,
the horse was
of
just
this
like, okay, I'm gonna
stupidest kid.
follow
I
you.
put 2 different DVDs in the DVD player because I thought the characters would meet and make a new movie. My toddler, who was
Damn.
obviously accustomed to being awake after dark, just looked outside and screamed, "Where is the backyard?" I hated muffins until I was 17 and saw someone remove the wrapper on the bottom of a muffin before eating one. Prior to this, I thought it was just part of the muffin
Oh
eating
my
experience, and would
god.
angrily eat muffin wrappers because I thought I had to. I've got some
Oh
great
my
news about
god.
Baby Boat cheese. I hope you're sitting down. I wonder where you're going with this.
Baby
House
Boat
hide and
cheese.
seek. Me, eyes closed. 1, 2, 3. 4-year-old whispers, "Dad, can I hide in your shirt?" I'll play this with my
What?
5-year-old niece sometimes, and I'll pretend I didn't immediately know where she is because I'm not an a-hole. But if I
I had a cat named George, but because George was born as a fat kitten, for whatever reason, my sister and I nicknamed him Fat, so he was a good cat. He never felt bullied. Aw. Fatso. Aw. Poor George. But honestly, I would prefer the name Fatso over George.
do that for more than 10 seconds, she'll scream, "I'm here!" Then get surprised whenever I find her after she screams that. When I was 6, a kid's dad died for a week, so I tried to pretend to be his dad
Died
so he didn't feel sad. And my
for a
teacher
week?
asked I be tested
No,
for
no,
autism.
okay, never mind. A kid's dad died so for a week. Okay, I literally understood died for a week. I'm like, what? What? So for a week, I tried to pretend to be his dad so he didn't feel sad, and my teacher asked I be tested for for autism. What?
I mean, you were 6, but this seems crazy. I don't think I would do this when I was 6. A tip to new parents. 3-year-olds will lock you out of the house in the snow without remorse and will think it's the funniest thing that's ever happened in the history of the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
The kid behind me on this plane has asked and then answered 1 million pertinent questions about our flight, including,
Don't worry, me and my sister exclusively called him Fatso. My dad's the only one who called him George.
how do pilots use the bathroom? Guess what? They don't. Pilots don't have butts. Tell about a time when you changed your opinion about someone or something. When my brother was born, I wanted him to die, but now I don't. End of story. Wonder how old this
Damn,
kid
that's a
is.
happy
Pretty
end.
odd to reflect. I cancelled a Zoom call mid-presentation because my 9-year-old told me water was running all over the bathroom floor. I tricked a 4-year-old into not wanting my Nutella by calling it hazelnut butter. Evil. Kids are the best, man. They will get all shocked when you figure out they did something wrong. Like, "Mom, how did you know I colored on the table?" Because you wrote your name on it? My dad didn't want to try my lemon loaf, but when I rebranded it as lemon cake, he was interested. This can be said about a lot of things. So my kids have a Shrek
Smart.
mask. They play a game named Hide and
A
Shrek.
Shrek
It's like hide and
mask.
seek, except the seeker is Shrek, and when he finds them, he yells, "Get out of my swamp," and chases them.
Oh
As the
my
seeker is
God.
moving through the house, he quietly sings All Star. Can't even have Mr.
That sounds
Beast in
cool.
Hawaii. Yeah, we can't. So, when I was like 7 or something, I was at the airport with my mum and a service dog. I had a Minecraft creeper themed backpack with a pocket that looked like TNT. So, 7-year-old me thought it was the greatest idea to announce that I had TNT in my backpack in front of security. I was so lucky the security guard understood Minecraft, and it only added an extra 2 hours of security check. Yep, I'm very confused as to how I'm alive today as well. People who think he's in the back rooms. Yep, he replied 5 minutes later, yep. He was affirming what he said. Yep, he still agrees even 5 minutes later. This kid, man, things have changed. How do they think this would work? This is for your period 8 class. I'm emailing you to let you know that I would not be able to finish the homework assignment for tomorrow night because I have a party that night. Is there any way I can get an extension? I mean, they're asking you.
I like
Me
the
in school,
honesty,
yeah, I'm
honestly.
not asking the teacher, I'm just missing it, and I'm a lie. I'm a corrupt the file, I'm gonna say, "Oh, the file doesn't work, I'll send it to you tomorrow." I was like 14, 15. I said my grandpa sleeps around because he can take a nap literally anywhere, and my grandma stopped the car. My son was provoking me by
Wait.
repeating
1 sec. Let's.
literally anywhere.
It's like 14, 15. I said my grandpa sleeps around because he can take a nap. Oh no. Oh no. And my grandma stopped the. Oh boy. Oh boy. You might have done a big oopsie here.
and my grandma stopped the car. My son was provoking me by repeatedly shoving a dirty leaf into his mouth, so I offered him special eating leaves. And now he's a 4-year-old enjoying a bowl of salad for dinner. He's a brontosaurus. Macomb County child orders 1K worth of Grubhub when playing on his dad's phone. Parenting is okay, except for
What
every
the
once
hell?
in a while when my 3-year-old requests ham hands for lunch, which is when she takes
Huh?
2 handfuls of ham and eats it in the living room while she watches TV. I just smoked an 8-pound pork
Okay.
butt for 9 hours because my kids said they would eat pulled pork. 5 minutes before it was done, they all said they wanted hot dogs instead, and if that doesn't sound
Oh my
parenting,
God.
my 3-year-old calls Falonce mummy's special nose medicine, and now my neighbor thinks I do drugs. My mum found an assignment I did in 3rd or 4th grade where I had to describe my role model. I chose my mum, then said she's my role model because she does stuff for me, and the photo I chose was one of her chugging a drink. When I was 10, I was in a mostly white class that I was Japanese, and a little white girl raised her hand and said, "You can't say Japanese, you have to say Asian," and everyone agreed. My kids realized that I was missing Glastonbury this year, so they put on
Bro.
a music festival for us in the garden. It was, and I cannot stress this enough, awful. I remember when I was 6, I got a hold of my dad's ID and it had an expiration date. I spent 3 hours crying because I thought that was the day he was set to die on. He asked me why I was crying and I didn't tell him because I was scared he was gonna cry as well. Today I saw a kid at the supermarket which suddenly started staring at me, realizing I only have one hand, and ran away shouting, "Mom, the zombies are coming." Do you want to get banned? No, I have a smart
Bro.
band. 3rd degree. Yeah, you don't get 3rd degrees from the bath, buddy. Let's try.
To be fair, if you enter like super hot water out of nowhere, it does feel like you're being boiled alive, but nah, I think a 3rd-degree burn is a little bit
Could be
worse.
very hot though. The toddler period is wild. My kid threw a fit because there were no eggs in a box he opened. The box itself was just a box. There was no indication that there could possibly be any eggs inside, but here we are. My child is
Nice.
throwing a fit. Reason: didn't get to see her poop before grandma flushed it down the toilet.
Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, that is a true crisis right there. That is absolutely, yeah, makes sense.
Grandma is apologizing. Leah is refusing to be assuaged. She just wants her poop back. It's been 20 minutes. Did you take your birth control? You're welcome. I can't believe I lost this stupid game. I hate it so much. Yeah, 'cause you bad. We can't find my 6-year-old's glasses. Today we asked him where they were, and he said, and I quote, "I threw them in the garbage yesterday. The lenses were dirty." Today my 7
Wait, what? $400?
the lenses
$400, see ya. Yeah, that checks out. My glasses were also around 400 euros. Oh my god, bro. This video is becoming more and more of a condom ad. What the
Today
fuck?
my 7-year-old came into the room crying. I asked him what happened, and he said that his 5-year-old brother put 80 cows in his house in Minecraft while he was offline, and that it was entirely too many cows.
What?
And honest, I have no idea how to parent any of this. Lava. When I was 8 years old, my mom
$400 lenses and they were just thrown in the trash. Bro. I wish I could be that rich one day that I could just throw away $400 worth of glasses if I felt like it, bro.
found me eating grass in the front yard. When she asked why, I
What?
said, "Because then I can pee milk like a cow." What country is
Um,
that? Not a country. My 3-year-old kept saying she wants a spirit guest, needs a spirit guest, and has a spirit guest. And like 4 exorcisms later, I just realized she was talking about asparagus. When is
A
Tetris
spirit.
100
Oh
coming?
my
Why is
god.
it called Tetris 99? Hey dad, here's the chapter Ethan, you can't rickroll your dad. Nice try.
Rickroll.
Ah,
You're
tomatoes,
joking.
So we can make French fries. Austin, pointing to a bag of frozen mangoes.
Bro, this is like how dreams sometimes are. How weird they are. Tomatoes so we can make French fries pointing to a bag of frozen mangoes. You know, you sometimes have just super weird ass fucking dreams. This is like a good example. What flag is this? Oh, what do you mean? Might as well use that $400 toilet paper because such waste of money. Yeah. Better usage of money. honestly. That is the worst attempt at a rickroll. It might actually be. If you have siblings, let them have kids. You just be the cool aunt or uncle that kids love, but you only have to deal with kids in short bursts and give them back to their parents. I swear that's like almost one by one what I told my sisters. I'm like, if our mom expects grandchildren, that is your job. My job is to be the chill uncle that takes care of your kids for like 2 hours and then hands them back and sees them again in only 3 months or something like that. Just so you are prepared. Tomatoes to make French fries. I don't know. I think you need tomatoes for ketchup perhaps, but for French fries, I don't know.
Every Friday is Pizza Friday for dinner in our house. I asked the boys to text me what 2 large pizzas they wanted. 9 texted me, we want 1 half cheese and half pepperoni, and the other half cheese, half pepperoni. I said, okay, 1 pep, cheese. No. Now we're arguing, so you still haven't responded to my message. Give me your password. I'm gonna hack you if you don't. You have 1 minute or I release.
Bruh. Give me your password, I'm gonna hack you if you don't. That is 700 IQ right there. Why did I mute it?
Your IP to the world. Okay, this guy is not a hacker. Parents beware. Teens are
Wait, what else did he say?
IP to the world. Okay, this guy is not a hacker.
Your IP is... Yeah, I don't think so. Hold on, my text editor is loading, but in the meantime get ready for my hack. Hey, retard! I bet you don't even know what the hacker programming language is. Only members in Anonymous can use it. I'm the leader of Anonymous, bro! It's literally him. By the way, so you should be scared of me. Damn. We got a celebrity right there. The leader of Anonymous right here, bro.
Beware. Teens are apparently daring each other to disappear for 2 days in hopes their picture will show up on social media. I think you guys would find out instantly if I disappeared because I just wouldn't post videos. I bought my son a book about bats and halfway through it he shouted, "What, bats are real?" Well, this time he thought they were made up for Halloween, like ghosts and witches.
Oh.
It's scarier if ghosts and witches
To be fair,
were
they
real
do
too.
look a little bit
Mom,
freaky.
yes, honey? Is that poop in the toilet? No. We need to get out of here. Like for part 2. 6,000 likes. Where is
And he disliked it on the picture.
Animated movie as a kid. I even had a Woody and Buzz, but the absolute disappointment on my face when I found out Pizza Planet wasn't real can only be described by my mum as the saddest you ever were. Make Pizza Planet real. My kids have 2 fishes and named them Dave and Dave. I asked them how they can tell them apart, and my youngest son said, one of them is Scottish, so you
2 fish, Dave and Dave.
Dave and Dave. Dave? I don't know how you say that in Scotland. I mean, what do you say to that? What was the dumbest thing you thought as a kid? My cousin used to tell me the doors to his closet were big white chocolate bars, and I believed him. But he said I could never try to eat them. But one day I snuck into his room and tried to bite the door. And I got so mad I just pooped in his closet. I wonder how long it took for him to find poop in his closet. Probably pretty quick by the...
Oh, it's great he didn't overreact at all. He was frustrated the doors weren't out of chocolate, so he just shit in his closet. I am glad he didn't overreact at all.
Well, my 9-year-old brought this home today, so you decided to post this on Reddit link going back to school. Interesting. Maybe you're...
He said his friend traded it to him for his Fortnite eraser. Bro, your son made a bargain. Can't find anything about it when I looked online. It looks real, but... Damn. Unless the parents specifically ask for the watch back, you do not give the watch back. Your son might have found gold. Wow.
You're a kid too. Telling my kids about jury duty and me. So I can't tell anyone about how the case is going, not even my family. Student, not even a baby. Can you tell me why a baby would be concerned with this court case? Because babies can see ghosts. And scene. Dad, can you pick me
What?
up? My friend sent me this, so please try it. Close your left hand. Keep it closed. Find one different number. And it always ends up being like, send this to 10 people or you're gonna get cursed.
Oh, these chain mails. These chain messages. Bro, I remember those. Like 10, 15... More like 15 years than 10 years. Those were...
Never sent it to
Oh,
my
bro.
parents, though. My son will
Share this with 10 friends and you will get good luck. Brother.
only
Piss
eat
off.
Paw Patrol string cheese because he swears it tastes the best. I was tired of paying.
Remember how I earlier said I was a bit of a piece of shit kid? Growing up, I loved eating salami. That was like, I think, my favorite food of them all. And my parents had this specific brand that they always bought. And it was, for some reason, it was like shaped in like the shape of a flower. And they always bought that for God knows how many years. That's what I grew up with, that's what I knew. And then one day my mom bought a different brand. And it was just normal slices. And I just looked at it, I'm like, I'm not eating that. That's not normal salami. like I said, I was a bit of a piece of shit child. But I just did, like, that's not what I was used to. Like, for years they bought this one brand and it just eventually got so expensive that they bought the cheaper ones. It was just normal fucking slices. And I just didn't know that. I didn't grow up with that. That parent just had a child who ended up paying off. Ka-ching. Oh, yeah. With the watch, if that is an actual real watch, he might have hit the jackpot there. I am watching this on my brand new 239.95 Hertz monitor. I'm incredibly happy. That is great. I hope you... This 30 FPS video, I hope you will be able to see the difference on your 240 Hz monitor.
Extra for it and bought the generic brand, but he said it didn't taste the same and wouldn't eat it. So yesterday I put Paw Patrol stickers on it and he ate 2 in a row.
Yep.
See, mummy, I told you the Paw Patrol cheese tastes.
Say goodbye to your Rolex watch. Wait, what? Is that a real donation? Let me finish that video. What? 20 bucks? Holy shit. What? Okay, let me finish the video first. We're already... Damn. We're already at 45 minutes almost for a 20-minute video.
Better? That's cute. It's placebo. Thinking about how as a kid I was afraid to sleep alone in my room because I thought a ghost lived in my closet. So every night I would wake up and move into my parents' room to sleep on the itchy wool rug on the floor. It was a bit under their bed and I wanted to lie on it perfectly, so I would also be a bit under the bed. But I also love
Itchy wool rug on the floor. Like, first of all, see noob, 30. Thank you for the 20 bucks. Holy shit! Thank you very much. That was my first ever donation. Thank you. Sleeping on rocks, bro. We're stretching the video to 50 minutes. I can already tell. When I was a child, and I sometimes woke up in the middle of the night, and you know, I walked over to my parents' room and wanted to sleep in their bed because I woke up in the middle of the night, nightmare for whatever reason. And my dad wasn't too happy because it eventually got on his nerves, and he didn't want me to move in and sleep in their bed again. And he was just like, you know what? If you want to sleep in our room that much, just sleep on the floor. Honestly. Guess what I did? Guess what I did? I think he just meant it as a joke or something. And I think he said it to me that I would be like, oh, I want to sleep on the floor and I'm just gonna go back to my room. But guess what I did? I just laid down on the fucking carpet next to my parents' bed and I just fell asleep again. Oh boy.
Ice cubes. So while I was up in the dead of the night, I would go grab an ice cube from the freezer. Then I would sneak into their room and lie down and start crunching on my ice cube. And without fail, my dad would wake up and be like, "Are you really eating ice in here at 3 a.m. again?"
Again?
I swallowed the whole ice cube really fast. Anyway, I think I'm ready for kids. I think about losing
Bro,
sleep
ice cubes
every
are
night
not that
because there's an
delicious to get up at
80%
3 a.m.
creature half under
What?
my bed just eating ice. When I was a kid, I really needed to pee, but it was during a final exam in 5th grade and I couldn't go. I decided that it was a good idea to pee myself a little so I could hold on a little more. It didn't go as I wanted, and I ended up pissing myself even more than a tiny amount. I had a black skirt, so no one noticed the fact that I had purposely peed. Hold on, this might.
Bro, I think I blacked out for a second. What? When I was a kid, I really needed to pee, but it was during final exams in 5th grade and I couldn't go. Okay, problematic situation. I decided that it was a good idea to pee myself a little so I could hold on a little more. Okay. It didn't go as I wanted and I ended up peeing myself more than a tiny amount, yeah?
I had a black skirt, so no one noticed the fact that I had purposely peed. Hold on, this.
Wow. Damn, thank you for this very valuable piece of information, bro. Okay, I don't know if I've ever stretched a video that long from 20 minutes to 45, more than twice the amount of time, but I did enjoy it. I hope you guys did as well. Leave your requests in the comments below or join the Discord and let me know there. If you have some stories of kids being stupid or yourself being stupid, so I'm not the only one that acted like a moron as a child, let us know in the comments so we can laugh together. And until next time, have a great day. Bye. Okay. Yeah, said E-Noob. Thank you very much for that donation. Thank you. Okay. Third one. Which one? Let's see. On the playlist. Third and final one. I wanted to watch around 3, so I have some more stuff for the YouTube channel. But there's a second video from Vaz about kids being dumb. And it's also 70 minutes. Okay, there's a lot of content, I guess, with kids being dumb. Damn. So, let's see. Let me just look off for a second on my channel if I've watched that one before, because I think I might have. Oh, it doesn't look like it. It's 2 Happy Meals. Well, you still could have used it for your food if you wanted to, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's 3 kebabs in German currency, okay? No, I don't think I've watched that one before. Okay, let's watch that then. Cause YouTube, let's see. Cause I really sometimes hate it how with YouTube videos or playlists, if you watch the first couple seconds, it will just show you the entire videos watched, like this one here. Main character syndrome. I think I've watched the first 2-3 seconds because this video ended and the next one started, and now it's just telling me I've watched the whole thing, but I don't remember watching it. And I didn't find it on my channel either.
Be that person who.
So, worst case scenario, watching the same video for the second time, but I did not find anything about that on my channel, so whatever. Only 1080p. Again, only 30 FPS. We're not gonna be able to enjoy the full 230 hertz experience. By the way, what brand did you buy your monitor from? I only have a 144 hertz one. But honestly, that was enough for me. Das sind 80 Pfandflaschen, ganz genau. A big bag, a big gelber Sack, or 2 gelbe Säcke voll mit Pfandflaschen. Where you have your Pfand bottles, and then you grab them out, and then the fucking remaining droplets land on your fingers, and you have like the last Coke drizzle on your hand, and it's just sticky and disgusting. That is the German Pfandflaschen experience. Absolutely. Okay, let's watch this one. Let's prepare the AOC. Okay. I've actually looked up potential new monitors, even though I don't really need one. I've got my 1440p 144 hertz from Gigabyte. I bought that in, I think, 2021, where 1440p monitors were still not that cheap, especially paired with 144 hertz. That's a good job. It's just my second monitor that has only 75 hertz, but bro, only for putting OBS and chat there. It's good enough. One day I'm gonna upgrade it, but I'm not planning on running 2 games on 2 separate monitors at the same time, so I don't think I need 144 hertz for chat. Anyway. Okay. But yeah, high refresh rate monitors are like going from 60 hertz to 144 hertz is eye-opening. That is such a wild experience. I don't know if going from 144 to 240 is as crazy, but from 60 to 144, wow. Like at my previous workplace, we had like these 34-inch curved monitors, a really big one, because I actually needed that one for my work. Because a lot of programs and a lot of information I needed to be able to see with one look. So I needed a big chungus boy, and that one had 100 hertz, and that was already a big step up from like the normal 50, 59, 60 hertz monitor at work. But 144 that's pretty damn nice. And then you have brands like fucking ROG or Asus or whatever with like 500 hertz. I don't know if I would even be able to tell the difference. If I would ever buy a monitor like that, I would just probably not utilize it properly and just watch Netflix or like 24 FPS animes on that and wasted money. Anyway, let's get started with the last recording video for today. Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, we are continuing with VARS. Just the backlog of very old videos on the playlist, step by step. I didn't watch that for a long time because I actually thought I had already finished it. Because the playlist was like, yeah, that video is marked red completely, you finished it. But I guess I just only watched the first couple seconds. Yeah. This is main character syndrome. I think it's gonna be entertaining and exhausting at the same time. As always, link is down in the description. Make sure you subscribe to our boy Vars and you support him. And here we go.
Be that person who stretches before a flight. Shouldn't you be looking after your child? Being on airport floors is...
This looks... Some of these videos and pictures you see trending online with stuff like that, they just look so incredibly staged. And now we're also at the point where AI is like really good, and sometimes you need to look a second or a third time to determine if it's real or if it's fake. And bruh, that's a problem. YouTube, well down, you watch this video, even though you watched like 5 seconds. Yeah, I think I watched the video before in that previous in that playlist, and then it switched over, and then YouTube was like, "No, entire video is watched."
It's not clean. Just watched a lady in the cafe throw hot coffee at the grill chef because he made her eggs over easy instead of over hard. It's assault. Big thanks to our
Okay, this is one of those things could have happened, but we have absolutely zero evidence that could be completely made up. And honestly, I think it is, because if you throw hot coffee at a person, that is jail, bro. Especially in the US. Bro, it's an egg, yeah. Like, what? Imagine throwing that kind of shit in fucking Texas or somewhere where they love their guns. It's not that deep, bro.
Big thanks to our tour guide who took this group photo of us. Oh yes, he definitely intentionally did this. Don't be so sensitive. Couldn't
What?
be bothered. Okay, there's two options.
A lot of meat sitting on top of a lot of meat. What? All the masks. Bro, it's still assault, yeah. Oh, that is a throwback to the COVID times, bro. Literally were times when I had to work in my office job with face masks the entire time. And it was so exhausting. At one point I was just like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm just calling in sick for the next 2 weeks, go fuck yourself. And after I came back, we didn't have to wear our masks anymore, so it was worth it. But there was like this one guy when I started going to the gym years ago, during COVID era, but after COVID had settled down a bit. He was like, he was full on working out in a face mask, and not like the thinner ones, a mask like that. He was full on working out, like running on the treadmill with that mask on. I was just like, bro, what are you training for? Are you the one who's gonna fight Kratos or something? Like, bro, what are you working out for? Still battery, I mean, throwing an egg at someone. Well, hot coffee, I would assume, is probably a little bit worse. There's a difference between, yeah.
Should be made to buy all of them or kicked out. It's almost as if women-only spaces are made for this very reason. Working out at a women's-only gym. Man pushes...
What? 1.9 million views in 1 month. That's like the thing. It is so stupid, but it gets the views. But I would rather not be famous if I am gonna be famous for shit like that, bro.
Working out at a women's only gym. Man pushes BMW he received as a birthday present into a river because he was angry it wasn't a Jaguar.
I mean, I could insert the BMW jokes, as you guys might or might not know. I'm not a fan of BMW in the slightest. It's like as soon as they enter a BMW, their entire DNA gets rewritten from human being to piece of shit, and they forget how to use turning signals. But I assume this is just rage bait bullshit.
Photo editor. I mean, she's making the most of her situation. But
what the fuck? This is true main character energy.
Do not hike. Absolutely, positively, immediately hikes right in there. This is pretty dangerous.
This looks photoshopped as fuck, bro.
Could be like a military base or something. These men 6 rows away on the train had the audacity to laugh for an hour. Hearing men in this country laugh was enough to make me cry on the train for 20 minutes. Must be nice to be able to laugh these days. You actually hate people being happy.
Okay.
This is so weird. Wait, she's gonna hear me laughing and she's gonna start crying. This lady just asked me not to use the gears on my bike around her because it scares her kid. Why is her kid scared of gears?
What?
Influencer demands airlines give her an extra free seat.
Oh, we've had stuff like that before several times, right? Discussions like that. I just say we postpone this discussion if they have to increase the size of the seats, or if they can get like an extra seat for free. I think we just postpone this discussion for another 2 years, because by that time they're all gonna fucking die. Okay? Like, if you look at that body, you just know she's not making it till the end of the decade. Absolutely not. So we just postpone that discussion, and by the time we might be able to have an actual discussion, they're all gonna be fucking dead anyway. From being so fucking fat asses, bro. Like, if you wanna cosplay a whale, go ahead and do it. But the entitlement to think you deserve an extra seat because you just take space equivalent to like a fucking elephant, brother, piss off. And if you can't afford 2 seats, then either slim down or save money.
Demands? What do you mean demands? You can't demand anything. If you need another seat, pay for another seat. Hey, SteelSeries, I'll do something crazy for a keyboard. I'm really desperate, I'm sorry. Something crazy, like get a job and save
There you go.
your own? No, not
Deserved.
that crazy.
Deserved.
Being American is the best flex. As much as they pretend to hate us, they all love us. We don't hate you. We're the celebrities of nations. We're the main characters. Chill. Had some idiot send their pancakes back because I put
Cosplay a whale, bro. I mean, it's the truth, right? I mean, I was super fucking fat as fuck at one point as well in my life. And I knew fully well I am at this point because of myself. It's no one else's fault. It's my own fault. I just like to eat. And if I want to change the way I look, I have to do something myself. I didn't think, you know what? Now the entire world has to change. And think that the way I look is attractive. And I did lose a lot of weight. And I did gain a bunch of weight back. And then lost again. As it goes with life, you know? America is terrible. I mean, I've never been to America. I can't really... I'm sure there's pros and cons for America. As a fat 55... fat ass myself, I stand by Bintius. There you go. There you go. And I don't think... being a bit overweight, there's nothing wrong with that. But thinking that people... I don't know, have to lie to you. This whole fat positivity, like, obviously, if someone is overweight, you don't have to run up to them and yell at them and be like, "Oh, you ugly fat bitch, this and that." No, obviously not. I didn't know if swearing was allowed. No, absolutely, you can absolutely swear. Because they're still human beings, you know. You don't have to degrade them for no reason. But if they're like, "Oh, everyone in the world is racist towards me because I'm just a little bit bigger," like, where... I can already tell this video is gonna be super long as well. Like, if this woman enters a tiny car like a Smart or a Polo, you just know that car is gonna sag to the ground and it's gonna struggle delivering that person to the end, to the destination. And if it's that severe, bro, imagine sitting on top of a horse. The poor damn horse. That's animal cruelty. That's torture. If it gets to that point, you might want to consider, like, maybe toning down the third breakfast. It's a constant struggle, but hey, Pearl can finally find a mother if everyone decides to stop cosplaying whales. It is a constant struggle. Like I mentioned earlier on the stream, like, normally in December, that's the time where I increase my workouts at the gym and especially my cardio sessions to burn more calories, because I just know, you know, with Christmas and New Year's Eve, I'm gonna eat like a pig again, and I want to minimize the amount of weight I gain. But last year I was sick and I slacked off here and there, a bit busy with work, kinda, using excuses, so I didn't do that much preparation, and that's why I gained a bit of weight. But it's not the end of the world. You just log in for a little bit, and then it's gone again. And honestly, if you live your life only counting calories, that's also not a way to live happily. I have a BMI of 28, which is obese, so I'm trying to lose weight. I've been hovering out 91 to 92 kg for a few months, though. Yeah, BMI is something to orient yourself around, but I think it's also a bit flawed because it doesn't specify what is fat, what is muscle, but we're getting a bit too. When I started losing weight, when I was at the lowest I ever was. Well, no, lowest I ever was. The lowest I had been in several years. According to the BMI, my BMI was just perfect and like bordering on being a little bit obese. But I looked fucking malnourished, bro. Like, it got to, like, when I started losing weight, my parents like, oh, that's awesome. And my grandma's especially like, oh, you look even more handsome. Like, thanks for the cope, Granny. I know I'm still hideous, but just a little bit less. But, I did look better. But towards the end of my weight loss journey, they literally started talking to me like, hey, you gotta slow down. We don't want you to go, like, underweight. And once I was, according to the BMI at least, at the perfect weight, I was so thin, I looked malnourished almost. Then I put on a couple pounds here and there, a bit of bulking, bit of muscle increase, and I felt so much better. So it's absolutely something to orientate yourself around. But if you're like 4 pounds above the ideal BMI, don't cry about it, bro. Just try to live relatively healthy. Emphasis on relatively, because obviously, like I said earlier, if you live your life just counting calories, you're not gonna have fun. If you want to eat a burger, eat a damn burger. Just don't do it every single day.
Watch the customer film themselves pouring it on the pancakes for Instagram. I'm gobsmacked. If your name starts with the letter J, get a free house donut today. Please go back and do E. It's really unfair to those of us who promise a special treat to our kids. My B kid got one, and now my E kid is understandably upset. Yes,
What?
I could just go buy one, but she has been really looking forward to her special E-named donut. Please, for the E parents here, make it fair. Just change her name and then change it back. Teen who spent 10 hours cleaning up after protests, rewarded with a car and college scholarship. Are you kidding? There
Damn.
are people out there that work just as hard to keep a roof over their head and food. Do those get anything? No. They get up the next day and do the job again. That's the problem. Everyone thinks the world owes them a living. Shut up. So negative. Stop wearing
That doesn't even have anything to do with the story.
It's a migraine trigger for not only me, but a lot of other people. You can't be this entitled, can you? When you go out...
Stop wearing artificial colognes and perfumes. Artificial? As in there are natural colognes and perfumes? Obviously, posting something on the internet is gonna work well, because we all know how the internet works, right? No, but seriously, if you tell someone on the internet, stop doing ABC, guess what they're gonna be doing? ABC, just on purpose to piss you off. That's how the internet works. We all know that, right? Like, don't click on that link. They're gonna click on the link. Don't buy game XYZ because it's bad. They're gonna buy game XYZ just because. That's how the internet works, bro.
In public, you can't expect others to cater to you. Also, all natural colognes and perfumes are both difficult to find and significantly more expensive. You'd rather smell other people's sweat reek? I'm
Ew.
behaving like this, but it's not okay. Karen and her husband blocking parking spots for their family right around the corner. Just think of them as gold that can
Bro.
be moved. Sad. Why do you associate with your friend who's working as a damn waiter? Have some class and drop the friends in your life who are going nowhere. Yes,
Excuse
guys,
me?
hang out with people only because of status. Even though they might make you feel awful, it's fine, guys. They're famous. Or
Not me. I am very susceptible to suggestion.
they have a bunch of money. This is stupid. I'm glad it's downvoted. Well, sorry. I love your top. Where did you get it from? Not to be rude or anything, but don't you think it's odd that you want to wear the same top as me? It's
Okay, that is absolutely a woman. There is no way a guy would say that.
from a small shop, but they don't sell them anymore, so you can't copy me. Sorry.
That is 1000% a woman. Cheeseball guy, hi there. That is 1000% a woman. Don't you think it's odd that you want to wear the same top as me? Oh, my bad. I didn't know you are the only person allowed to wear that top. Brother, what?
Thinking about how different my life is from the man picking in the rice field every morning.
Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. There we go. The fucking e-thought, bitches. This is like every okay, let's not stereotype. This is like 50% of all female workout or gym workout pictures. Oh, today I trained my shoulders. By the way, do you see my ass? Like, bro, what is that? That is so pathetic. I actually have a classmate from classes from many years ago, from like 12th grade. Like, bro, 90% of all her pictures on Instagram are like that. Just her backside. Just showing off that her ass is big. Sometimes even crouching down that it looks like she's taking a dump somewhere, right? And all the comments are just female sims left and right. Oh, you look so beautiful. You look so stunning. Bro, we can't even see her face. All we can see is her ass crack and nothing else. What do you mean she's beautiful? How is her life that much better if she can't even afford clothing? That is a good point. She can afford an iPhone, but not clothing. That is unfortunate.
From the man picking in the rice field every morning. Watch as furious.
E-thought girls. Oh no, my life is so hard. I wish I was insert generic thing here. Meanwhile, the photo. Yeah, bro. I trained chess today, and then shows a picture of her ass crack.
DoorDash takes customers' food back. Over $8 tip. If a
Yep, this is going to be a long video. Tipping culture is a cancer. So let me get this straight. She did her job and got $8 as a tip. I think in some cultures they would probably kiss your feet for that. And she instead is angry and takes the food back. Which could probably get her fired. Awesome. Also, if you look at the time, this is 2011. This is like COVID era when people really needed their own money because nobody knew what COVID is, how things are gonna change and stuff. And where prices started increasing. And you still got an $8 tip. Bro, I would write, if I was that person and I got an $8 tip, I would write down the address of that person and remember it for the rest of my life, that person just gifted me $8 for no reason.
If a mum with 3 kids and bags has 4 reserved seats for a long train.
I'm a cashier, would carry the customers' groceries and themselves home for €8. See, that is the discussion I had so many times. Like, I refuse to tip people in a restaurant because, no offense, but that is your job. What, 2011 in COVID era? What? 2011? No, that was 2021, not 2011. Like, if you're at your local Walmart or your local grocery store anywhere, and it's like, oh, your total is $19.90. You're not gonna be like, oh, keep the change, treat yourself. You're gonna be like, okay, well, my 10 cents, motherfucker, give them back. But for some reason, if we are in the environment of a restaurant, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, your total is $24, so give me 30. What? Huh? I'm sorry, but I didn't know it was my job to pay your wages. Well, they're getting paid so badly, sometimes even under minimum wage. Skill issue, bro. Get a better job. I used to work for a shit company for like 4 years, and now I work at an amazing company. Because I worked my way up. Shit sucks, but bro, your pay is not my problem. I mean, as it kind of is here in the United States, but people who complain about tips not being what they expected shouldn't work where tips are mandatory. That is a take that is way too logical. I thought you said 2011. I thought I didn't. Watch out for the angry DoorDash lady, yeah. Seriously, they'd be like, hey, give me a large tip now. No, not everyone is worth $1 billion. Yep. I think I said this before in a video before. The local kebab guy that I visit sometimes. Tips should be abolished. That would be kind of cool. That I visit sometimes in my during my lunch break. Old guy, older Turkish guy, grandpa age, or an actual grandpa, had this shop for like 10 plus years. You go there, you get your döner, nice, delicious, good, toasty bread, nice. It's €6.50. I give him €7. His smile brights up like he just seen the best thing in the entire world, and he thanks you like 6 times that you gave him 50 cents of a tip. Like the first time I gave him a tip, I think it was like €2, which for me is like unheard of because I'm stingy as fuck. But he just looked at me like really bewildered. He's like, no, take the money. That's your change. And I'm like, no, it's okay. That's for you. And he just looked at me so stunned. Oh, thank you so much. And I think he thanked me like 6 times or something. And from that point on, I was one of his favorites. Every single time I walk into that store and he sees me, he smiles. Like, in that case, I can understand giving him a tiny tip here and there because that dude is just genuinely adorable. But $8 for an ungrateful bitch? Back in the day, one would pre-tip for service tips to ensure proper service. A tip was buying insurance that would get service, that you would get service, but now I tip based on my funds and the service I actually received. Tipping ahead of time sounds stupid, honestly. Because it kind of could be motivation for them to, deliver a good product. If you deliver the shit service, you don't get the tip. But if you tip them ahead of time, they could just do whatever they wanted.
Full carriage. Don't tell them that their tickets don't matter in a posh voice, and then say you're not moving, and refuse to make eye contact. This is when you would get the train guard to, get them out of their seat maybe. And you have a reserved seat, which is taking up 4 handicapped seats. Hey, do you mind unliking my comment? It's bothering me that 48 people laugh reacted, and you only liked it. I prefer if you just didn't respond. I went on a date with this guy, and he paid for himself alone because I brought 2 of my friends. Men are heartless. All of you.
No, that's bait, bro. That's bait. That's bait. Nah, there's no way that's real. There's no way that's real.
A gentleman would have paid the bills and tell me politely after the date.
You know this Twitter, if a woman tells you how a man should probably behave.
It's the best thing to do, and not just act so immature. If you've brought a bunch of your friends, that's not a date at all. And you've also lied, because I don't think the guy was told this. Just been asked for a free meal for 4 in exchange for a social media post, because someone has 8.9k Instagram followers. It's for my 10-course vegan menu below. Sorry, but it's an industry that's barely surviving. Why would anyone ask for this post?
Bro. You pre-tip now. Amazon Prime and all those. You're pre-tipping for servers only. It's called membership now. Ooh. That's kind of deep, I guess. And if you look at that, we also have like what? Paying for your Wi-Fi, I guess, as well. If we're gonna go that far, yeah. I guess. I understand tipping the restaurant and your delivery driver, but people expect you to tip at fast food restaurants, hotels, and some are forcing tips at traditionally non-mandatory tipping places, bro. Have you guys seen that picture where they have like the card or the device where you put your card to pay, and they have like literally a sticker when it asks you how much do you want to tip, and they literally have a sticker over the 0 so that you cannot press 0% tip. Seen that several times online. That is insane. Where's that minus $14 bill from Gravity Falls when you need it? Yeah, put a minus tip, a
This
negative
handsome
tip.
guy next to me was pumping gas into his truck. We smiled at each other and said hi. Then he came to my
Okay.
side, tapped his card on my machine and said, "It's on me, fill up your tank." And then left.
What?
No question, no asking me for my number. Go to Target or Kohl's then. End of
Today on
discussion.
Things That Never
Earring
Happen,
prices.
no.
Hello, I am writing to you because I am concerned about your earring prices. I understand they're handmade, but $20 is a bit much when I can get more at Target or Kohl's. Is there any way we can discuss pricing? Does this
Bro.
person know how rude they sound writing something like this?
Yeah.
You seem really entitled.
I mean, if you don't like the prices at store XYZ, it is your right to not buy it and go somewhere else. But why do people start haggling prices? Like, oh, I found it cheaper somewhere else. Then, my dear brother in Christ, go somewhere else. Like,
This
bruh.
engagement ring for my ex-girlfriend. Apparently it was pure garbage. It was $2,300 brand new, never worn size 6. It comes with a lifetime warranty. He paid $2,300 for it and he's selling it for $1,200. This man's hurt. Imagine proposing and they say the
Yeah,
ring
that is a
garbage.
bargain,
I
huh?
feel like men should spend $1,000 minimum on the first date. I feel like you should spend
Minimum, by the way, guys. Minimum, by the way. Bro, how many hookers from Thailand do you think you could get for $1,000? I would assume probably a considerable amount. And this bitch wants $1,000 for a first date. Yeah.
$1,000 minimum. Dude keeps calling me bro.
I need to watch these before working out because I would get hella ripped if I could channel this rage into weights.
And chuckling.
True,
So I overpriced
true.
his tattoo, and I'm gonna make it hurt more than any he's ever had. Taking the top layer of you're a psycho. You could have just said stop calling me bro in a respectful way. Dude is in for a world of
Some
hurt.
people think
I'm
everywhere is
working
like
with
pawn
an
stars and
alcohol-soaked
believe you
crack
can
and
just
he goes,
negotiate a
"Is that
fixed price for an
alcohol?"
item.
That was his brother. So I wiped harder. You're weird. Looking for the company / persons that remove shrubs at no cost to the homeowner. Thanks. Have you
What?
tried using your own hands? I left 45 voicemails for this person's tour manager, asking them to please not use strobe lights because of my condition. Apparently they didn't receive my messages. I left with why if you have a really bad condition like epilepsy, don't go to concerts if you don't know what's gonna happen. Just offered Chinese
Bruh.
food to a homeless man who was begging, and he said, "I can't eat that. I'm strictly vegan. Might wanna loosen up on the reins for that diet, big guy."
Bro.
Reminds me of the time I bought a homeless guy
Being
sandwich.
picky
He
about
looked
food as a
really
homeless man
confused
is
and gave me money. At
wild.
Dollar General, this boomer started witching at the cashier because the card reader thing froze up. And I said, "Hey, give her a break. It's not her fault." And then when she started screaming at me, everybody in line
What?
started yelling at her. And she left in tears, and it made me happy. 11 years ago today,
Okay,
me
honestly,
and Brittany
understandable.
invented the selfie. The TSA security guard said that the airline might not let me on the plane with that kind of mask. I thanked him and told him that they might hold their questions when they see my first class ticket, which they did. So if you're first class, you get to
What a
carry
good
in
boy
all
you
the
are,
band
bro.
stuff. Yeah, this seems like a security breed. TikToker Natalie Reynolds crying and shouting outside the TikTok headquarters because she wants her account unbanned.
Bro, that is so sad. Imagine your occupation is known as TikToker. Bro, I would rather be homeless or unemployed than a TikToker. Oh my god, bro.
This is the worst Christmas haul ever. No pop, vinyls, video games, Google Play. This person's annoyed. As the Lego sets go, this one's below average. I knew my family would blow it this year. Be grateful, some people don't even have a family. One great part of being
Damn.
pregnant, reserved parking for new and expecting mothers. I park there every chance I get. I don't care if I've got a girl with me or not. My Uber picked me up in a 2010 car, but there's no Bluetooth or aux. Wait, when you guys go into an Uber, do you
Bro, what? You want to put on your music in his car? Bruh, what?
Connect your phone and play music? I've never done that in my life, and I've been in hundreds of Ubers.
Use your
Advertising
fucking
your bands
headphones.
on Insta by putting loose mirrors in busy public parks right where people walk their dogs. This is a horrible accident waiting to happen. They should be held responsible if a dog hurts themselves. PS5 console for sale, $730 each, no less. You guys buy
What?
houses 80k over what they're worth, then you're complaining for $130 above retail? To the owner of the black Tesla who parked behind the Orpheum on Seymour Street
That is
tonight,
incredibly
told me to go
outrageous,
screw
but it is
myself
kinda
after I
true.
told them they would likely get a parking ticket because of tall vehicles that were going to park there, who seemed to presume I was just some noisy civilian rather than the guy running the concert tonight. Here's a photo of the tow truck I called for your car, and a photo of me eating an ice cream cone while I watched it being
Deserved.
I don't think I've ever had an ice cream cone that tasted so sweet and refreshing.
That is understandable, bro. That
Woman
is based.
taking up 4 spaces. Okay,
Oi, oi, oi. It's an Audi. Of course it's an Audi, bro. Like the local grocery store where I live, or close to where I live, has fortunately like really big parking spaces. Really nice. And somehow still some people are able to take up 2 parking spaces. But taking up 4 is a different level of greed, bro. Oh god, speaking of, I'm working at a DJ and I just got yelled at by a customer because apparently he said he was putting things at the front. However, I never heard him say anything. Bro, some customers, you know, with some customers, they just want to be right. They don't want to hear, actually, you're wrong, it's ABC instead of XYZ. They just want to yell. They just want to hear you say, oh, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry to hear that, my man. I put his stuff away, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the weekend comes quickly for you as well. So I assumed the stuff that he put there was the guy I just checked out because he earlier brought an almond milk to the front, so I assumed the rest was the guys too. I put his stuff away. Damn. 4 girls, 1 car. Oh my god. 1 girl, 4 parking
2
spots,
is
bro.
bad, but not the end of the world. 4, that's the end of the world. Center, blue. This is how a politician from my country dressed up to her son's wedding. So who's getting married to who? I
What?
can't tell.
Who?
When getting your
Who is who?
photo is more important than the privacy of people getting changed.
Bro, be
up
careful,
on you.
Joey
I
Swall is
don't
coming
know
after you, man.
Your response is pretty disappointing. From reading your profile, I was really excited to talk to you. Sorry about that. I check this once or twice a week because I try not to be super involved with social media.
Well, I'd prefer you be super involved with me and this. Try a little harder moving forward, is that clear?
Who do you think you are, Phil?
Bruh,
You know,
what?
This little rodent was trying to be the center of the attention. It's okay. The
Okay,
best
that's
thing
honestly
about
funny.
it,
That's a
trolls
cool
don't reply.
picture.
Oh, hey, no photos, please. Yeah, no photos, but no one's in the photo. I think it's not that bad. Could be worse. Posted some pictures of my fiance and dogs. This Karen who I hadn't talked to in over a year just had to make it about her. And no, I did not see her post. Pretty slimy that you would post that, knowing damn well I had to put my German Shepherd down today. I know you saw my posts. I mean, she's grieving, but doesn't give you an excuse to be an absolute idiot.
There you go. There you go. That summarizes it perfectly. Just because you're not doing that well doesn't give you the justification to be a dick. Like, I don't like it when people use, I was emotional or stuff like that as an excuse. Like, bro. Fuck off.
Friend, block, oh well. Shirtless, childless men, grunts and exercises at a playground in the middle of a group of girls eating right after school. I don't think you should be working out in a
What?
children's playground, but I don't think you should really be eating in a playground either. I'm more on the girls'
What?
side. You're a grown
What?
man. Go to the gym, or maybe do it when no one's there. My experience at the Taylor Swift movie. This girl at
What the fuck
airport
are you
waits
doing at the
until
movies
queue
like that?
moves all the way forward to move. People confronted her and she said, "It's the same if I move now or later. Want your town to be 20 miles per hour?
Bruh.
Just do do it. My town is now a 20 miles per hour zone because I decided that's the speed I'll drive. Just drive at 20 and everyone behind you also has to drive at that too. I've been doing this for a few weeks now and it's working well. I'm slowly learning not to care what the people behind me
What?
think. I get to drive with an open road ahead of me. I'm at the front of the queue for every set of lights. I'm definitely not going to get into any accidents. I'm not going to run any people or pets over.
1400
No
likes, by the
license
way.
revoked. Imagine they just start going 20 miles per hour on the motorway. I guess they're in a small town, but still. Urgent alert. There is a black Jeep.
This is also called r/fuck cars. Bruh.
I guess they're in a small town, but still. Urgent alert. There is a black Jeep that just drove down our dead-end street and turned around and drove back out. And they don't live on the street. I was sitting in my driveway and they drove by me real slow. I mean, if you live in the middle of nowhere,
Okay.
and this doesn't happen a lot, yeah, this can kind of
What?
be urgent, but I don't know why you'd post about it. Wouldn't you just maybe make a
Goddamn
report
Sunday
if you were
driver.
really
That's the
that
exact
worried?
logic when
Address
driving the
hair
speed
and
limit or
makeup
slower.
Wore to my friend's beach wedding. My patient of 6
What?
years, the dress, the hair, and makeup girl wore to my friend's beach wedding.
Who are we talking? The dress, the hair, and makeup girl wore to my friend's. What?
My patient of 6 years just died and left me 4.1 million. I'm about to quit my job and move into her luxury home that she
Huh?
left me. It even has a balcony and a jacuzzi. Life is great. I'm so blessed. I'll take all my friends on all-inclusive.
Is that why people
luxury
become a
vacations
nurse?
in
What?
French. Did you manipulate an old person just before they died? Yo, how much
I hope that is a joke. Because if it isn't, you just committed to a crime online. You might end up in jail.
for exclusives? I've got the money ready. Your beats are fire. Depends on the beat. The throwaways I'll sell for like 60. What about $20? Buy a basic license. I don't sell exclusives for that cheap. I want an exclusive, bro. Then pay the full amount. I can't. That's my budget. Then buy a basic lease. The bride whose wedding cake was a life-size version of herself is pretty MC behavior.
What?
I mean, I don't think it's that bad. It's kind of funny.
Ew. Ew. Well, at least they got the big ass nose correctly.
Would I do it? No. Hey, if you weren't informed by Mike, it's mine and Christian's wedding next month. If you're buying us gifts, the
Narcissism much?
requirement for
Just
us-
a
What?
tiny
You
bit.
have a requirement for gifts? What, you're saying that
If you're buying us gifts, the requirement is to buy us gifts above 250. Oh, my bad. My bad. For either me or Christian. Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't know that was a minimum requirement. You know what? Go fuck yourself, bro.
that you want something over 250?
Yep.
Well, don't expect me coming. I would laugh.
Based.
And I wouldn't respond. You
Based.
wouldn't be my friend. Hey, you wouldn't happen to, on the off chance, swap this for an
Or I would give them like some super fucking petty gift, like some shoes that were the wrong sizes and don't fit or something like that.
Xbox One. Why are you calling me at 12:30 a.m.? I'm sleeping. Sorry, my bad. I normally don't go to bed until like 2. I don't care. Not appropriate. Zero consideration. My bad. Won't happen again. It's a sad day when you spend almost 40 grand at a car dealership and they give it to you with the gas tank on E and no free keychain. Krispy Kreme is giving away donuts and
$250 spending requirement is absolutely insane. I regret. I agree. Like, bro. I mean, if it's a wedding of a friend of mine, I'm not gonna give them like a $20 Amazon gift card. Obviously not. But going like it has to be at least that much, bro. Who are you? Who the hell are you?
coffee to teachers next week. How about the parents that had all the work at home?
Bro, what the fuck do you want donuts for? Because your husband cream pied you? That's what you want free donuts? Bro, what?
really became the teachers without a paycheck. First,
Oh, my bad. You had to take care of your child? Your own child? Damn. Life is rough as a parent, huh?
Time walking on this street without being recognized. I would understand if it's Justin Bieber.
Who are
I
you?
don't know who you are, sorry. Looking for a reliable babysitter who won't be picky about pay. 1 star. Tried to book a table for my daughter's
What?
birthday party. Unfriendly service. Refusing to speak other language than French and not willing to offer any special treatment for my daughter on her special day. Absolute disappointment. I think this was in France too. I love the supporting of local restaurants, but they should try to meet people halfway and offer discounts on to-go dinners. They are not the only ones hurting financially. This is a bad take. The lady sat in my window
Yeah.
seat and she gave me the, does it matter if it's an aisle or window seat? Look, yes, that's why you stole my seat. Now excuse me as I look out this window and fart non-stop during this flight because you don't know how to behave. Bride wants bridesmaid to pay $30,000 for upstaging her on the wedding day.
Ah. If you don't have any worries in life, yeah. Ah. 30k. Do you want a Rolls Royce with that as well?
Very disappointed that not one of the thousands of you even sent or money for gifts. Can't even celebrate now. Have you heard of getting a job, maybe? Sorry, that is
No,
a
they don't
swear.
hear of
I
that,
only
bro.
eat at
Never heard of
expensive
that.
Restaurants. Nothing more, nothing less. That's just my standard, and the man must always treat. So
Again, I hope this is rage bait.
if a dude took you to Texas Roadhouse or like Outback or something, you wouldn't be grateful?
No. Personally, I would eat the food, entertain him for the night until he takes me home, then block his number.
Can't be with no broke man. You gotta be joking. No, I'm very serious. Please speak English.
Give
What
it-
the
get
hell are
help.
you? I'm German. I will speak my language. How am I supposed to read your tweets if they're in German? Go learn another language then. Just don't read the
Fucking bitch,
tweets.
bro.
Why do you need
What?
to read their tweets? Forcing my boyfriend to watch
Or
5 Twilight
there's
Zone.
like the translation feature if you want to know that badly.
Boyfriend, best friend, I really hope this isn't BF as a boyfriend. It's generally disappointing. I don't know why you Twitter girls don't make it obvious you're taken. I
What
literally
the
every 2
fuck?
weeks would check your tweets for your mental health and see if you're okay. And you have a boyfriend? Is he a Chad? I'm traveling world.
Bro, you might want to look into a restraining order. What the fuck?
Could you support me, please? Sydney woman charged with stealing Christmas donations for volunteer firefighters to the woman in Aldi who
How do these disrespectful people even exist? I know from work that they do exist. Why? I don't know, bro. I don't know, like they must have, I don't know if it's the way they were raised or maybe it's just being a dick was passed down genetically or something. I don't understand. I don't know.
was in front of me at the checkout with 107 items and didn't let me jump in front of you with my pack of beer and crisps.
That
if
sucks.
you get home and are looking for your gourmet burgers and chocolate biscuits, I flung them underneath the counter where the bags are.
Okay, that is-
If there was one person behind me, they had like hardly any items and I was doing a massive shop, I would let them go in front. But
Yes, I would also let them go through. But doing that, pretty sure that's also a crime or
if I'm in
something.
their position and someone didn't let me go in front, I wouldn't then maliciously ruin their
Like, it is completely justifiable to get mad at that. If you have like 2 items and they have 107 and they do not let you go first, it's completely normal and acceptable to be annoyed. But why are you reacting like a fucking 4-year-old, bro?
shopping. No.
And then
Hi,
you're
is this
posting about it
illegal?
online, you're
Is this a
boasting.
deal? How can you deliver to Darlington? Hi, but I can't deliver to Darlington, and 155 is the best I can do. So how then do I get it? POV.
What?
You're the main character in your small, boring town full of people who dress, talk, and act the same. We
No string, bro. No string spotted.
all are NPCs, and we're all main characters. But people who don't think they're NPCs are NPCs. Do you say something
Oh, hey, it's Jessica. Hi there.
if you're sitting there?
I see the metal tag, I click. Nice. Nice. Although, not much metal music right now. Do you say something if you're sitting there? I think... No string spotted, opinion denied. What bands do you like? Bunch of stuff. Like my favorite one is Bullet for My Valentine. And one of my favorites is Walkings. Today I listened to Ghost Kid at the gym. 2024 I went to concerts from Dragon Force, Powerwolf, etc. It's a bit spread. I'd say metalcore, power metal, and maybe some death metal here and there. Do you say something if you're sitting there? I think if the foot is just there and I'm here, I would tolerate it. But if they're sliding that foot over here, no. Thoughts on the new sleep theory? Have not listened to it.
I think I would say something, yeah, I wouldn't like this. This girl who I was friendly with was telling me about how her parents died in a car.
Sleep theory blowing up. Yeah, maybe I'll just put it on the next stream or something.
Car accident, and I had to tell her to shut up.
Start again.
I think I would say something, yeah, I wouldn't like this. This girl who I was friendly with was telling me about how her parents died in a car accident, and I had to tell her to shut up. Car accidents are a big trigger for me, and she just trauma dumped without even asking.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi. So let's recap. She confided in you. She trusted you enough to tell her that her parents died in a car accident, and she's justifiably depressed about it. And you told her to shut up because car accidents are a big trigger for you. Her parents fucking died in a car accident. I think it's a slightly bigger trigger for her. This is the definition of you lost the game. Bro, what? Someone who was hit by a car before, what? That dude's a dillweed. How did you get hit by a car? Like heavy?
I'm not giving you sympathy for triggering me.
I don't know why she was telling you about that, but maybe she just trusted you or wanted to talk to you because she thought she was friendly with you. Friendly friends, you know? You can talk about stuff with friends, maybe?
Apparently you cannot.
She bought it ready for everyone to ask about her lobster onesie and go viral.
What the fuck are you wearing, bro?
The money they're wanting to send. The cutoff is 75,000. That's ridiculous. Gonna give them out, give them to everyone. I'd love to be remotely close to 75k a year. They could keep their 1k. We make that in store poor. I feel like the more loot works, the less we get. You would hate to actually be poor then. I could do all kinds of things with that much money a year, especially for all 3 kids. Anyone have a Nintendo Switch they don't want or just don't play anymore?
I'm upset because car accidents are a big trigger for me. That's too damn bad. You keep...
I'm still without
Bro.
one, and I want to play the new Animal Crossing so bad. The question is, can you give it back to me in like a month or 2? I want one to keep, not borrow. Jesus. So you could have had the opportunity to have one, borrow one for a
Wow,
month.
some random person on Facebook offered to borrow it to you and you were like, nah, that's not good enough. Bro. Not heavy. I was crossing the street on my bike and a car didn't see me, picked me up while driving the curve, and I fell to the ground once it stopped. That is still pretty damn scary.
You want to play, but you basically said, no, I'm greedy. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it. This video hurts my brain. How do I force my artist
only
friends to
yours?
work for free? Put a gun to his or her. No. Why do you expect artists to work for free when no one else does? PlayStation 5 demand is surging. I've watched all your videos on YouTube, and I like it the way you explain the specs and features.
Oh
So
no.
now maybe I deserve a reward. Can I ask for
Oh
phone,
my
your
God.
oldest phone for my daughter? Education here goes digital, and I can't afford to give her one. I lost my job. He's just shooting his shot.
Hey, at least he's specifying your oldest phone. At least he's not asking for the newest iPhone. At least he theoretically would be okay with a very
He's
old one.
commenting this under every tweet, and yeah, it's annoying. Your language is disgusting, Philly. My 6-year-old heard you say frick 5 times in 40 seconds. You are a respectable adult
What?
who the youth looks up to. I'm disgusted with you. My son wanted his haircut like yours. I mean, my recommendation is your 6-year-old probably shouldn't be watching my show in the first place. Go away. stop
Yeah,
advertising.
maybe not.
This is the Rainbow Six Siege subreddit. Fun fact, I pre-ordered this game. I own the collector's edition. I supported
Okay.
this game during its first not so great months. Game only exists now because of people like me. Have some respect.
Bro, hold on. Bro, this is like the fucking... Oh, actually, I know the manager here. What? Fun fact, I pre-ordered this game. Fun fact, nobody gives a fuck. What? It was actually great for me since I had a report due that day. I didn't finish it, so it did help me. Okay, you got the get out of jail card. Okay, okay. Fun fact, I pre-ordered this game. Congratulations. You paid for a game that wasn't released yet.
This
Good
guy's
job.
describing me, but I'm not sitting here
Good
typing this.
job,
I
my
played
man.
Siege in the first season. Well, something interesting happened today. So someone was threatening furries near my school. So
What?
I continued walking. But later in the
What?
hall, he walked into me and threatened me at knife point. I broke his knife and slammed him into the wall. Does this happen? Some
What?
a-hole in Walmart
What?
asked me why I was going down the wrong side of the aisle and why I wasn't wearing a mask. I said, because this is America, you spineless idiot. Don't let your fear interfere with my freedom. His face. You sure you could see his whole face? I think he was wearing a mask and you
Bro. Dominance established because I didn't wear a mask. Nice. People want to talk just to hear themselves talk. They all think they're a main character, a critic, an orator, a statesman. Yeah, some people just enjoy being in the spotlight, I guess. For whatever reason. Yeah. Holy fuck. 18 minutes and it's 52 minutes. My fucking bad, bro. Anyone watching this on YouTube, actually, no, not my bad, because you can skip. The people on stream, however, were not able to skip. My bad. Okay, that's gonna be it for this one. Leave your requests for the next videos down in comments or join the Discord and let me know there. Let us know your main character syndrome moments if you've met people like that before. And I hope you guys have a great day. Until next time, bye. Skip. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not how streaming works. All that free content? Oh boy. 2 hours, 50 minutes on only 3 videos. How did I manage to yap so fucking much, bro? Damn. Okay. But I think we're done here for today. I only wanted to do a little bit talking, and tomorrow I want to do more and longer. Tomorrow I want to play Lords of the Fallen 2 for the first time. I've bought this in December during the sale and now I want to give it a shot. I told myself I was only going to start playing it. That's transformative content. That's more of you in that video than Vast. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. I told myself I was gonna play Lords of the Fallen 2 after I finish Dark Souls 2. And then I can jump to the next Souls-like, but honestly, fuck Dark Souls 2. I'm so tired of this stupid game. Shrine of Amana, fuck that area. I'm so tired of it. I need a break from it and to play something else. So tomorrow we're going to be playing Lords of the Fallen 2. I still don't know if I'm going to do the character creation before the stream, because I don't know how long it's going to take, or while we're streaming, I don't know. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be playing some Lords of the Fallen. I hope I don't get destroyed too much. Yeah, anyway, for those who joined late, unfortunate that it's gonna end so soon, but still thank you to everyone that tuned in. Thank you for that donation. That was very nice of you. That made my day. And I hope tomorrow, when did I put the time for tomorrow? Bro, I'm not even 30. I'm already fucking demented. When did I say? Let me look at my own schedule. Yeah, today started at 2 p.m. and I think tomorrow I started at 2 or 2:30. Somewhere along that time. Either same time as today or a little bit later. But very similar time. Very similar. Bro, why is my stream title wrong in Twitch? Oh my god, no. I didn't change it. After 3 hours I realized that. Oh, awesome. Awesome. 1 second. For the last couple minutes. Bro, I never changed my stream title. Oh my god. I am an IT master myself, as you can see. What? Oh, now I get why it wasn't changed. Okay. Okay, I get it. Now I get why it wasn't changed. I have this OBS Studio add-on for multi-streaming, and you can set the titles of the different streams there. But it doesn't reset. And it still had the titles from last stream set, and I just took those titles and just transferred it over. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna stop the stream here for today. I hope all of you will have a great Friday and a good evening and a nice weekend. Tomorrow I'll stream again. Like I said, Lords of the Fallen. I hope I don't die too many times. Let's see how high the death count is gonna get. Take care. Have a good day. And until next time. Bye.